All right, systems are good. We are up and running. Man, what the fireworks was going on tonight? Let's get into it. All right, so the New York Knicks are hosting the final of their 7-game homestand against the Miami Heat, a familiar foe that we all remember from the 90s, even not too long ago, early this season. And the Knicks were looking to get their get back. Now, we had no Jalen Brunson in this match for the New York Knicks, but don't worry, the Miami Heat did not have Tyler Hero or Bam Adebayo. So, the Knicks were looking and ready to go offensively. But just as the game started, we don't have OG Anunoby because he tweaked his hamstring, has a hamstring strain. And then what do you know? Doesn't even matter. No Brunson, no OG. This team was ready to go offensively. We had a stellar performance from Cat in the first half. My man just went to town, all right? Got over 25 points in the first half, just dominating Delaware left and right. Then you get Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench. On top of that, it will roll over into the second half, where you have Landry Shamet becoming prime Ray Allen, knocking down shots, attacking out in transition. This guy was doing the damn thing. Now, Miami would make it interesting because Norman Powell decided to be that guy. He clearly learned something from James Harden, but it was not enough as the New York Knicks were able to win this one 140 to 132. So let's talk about it. The New York Knicks defeat the Miami Heat, go 1-1 in NBA Cup play. These guys are still alive, man. Let's talk about it. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. With me on the other side is my guy CK2K, the play-by-play extraordinaire. So make sure to call in through Discord tonight. We got to hear your takes, man. The Knicks bounce back after a lowly game against the Orlando Magic. Lose their captain. Lose OG. But doesn't matter, man. It does not matter. This team went. This team was crazy, man. You couldn't even look away from the TV for a second. Otherwise, you'd miss some action. But hey, CK, how you feeling, man? How you feeling about this one?
Look, man, a win is a win is a win is a win. Alex, I'm going to ask you. I asked the chat in the play-by-play, this is probably a stupid question. This has to be the highest scoring matchup between the Knicks and the Heat ever. Right? Like, statistically, it's got to be. There's no way there's a higher scoring output between these two, because we know these two teams to always, when we face off, and we talk about all the time, when we hate playing against the Heat, we hate the Heat because these games are always grinded out, always physical, always, as of late, it's been mind tricks and mind games and, outsmarting, us and this, that, and the third. This time, man, defense and physicality out the window. This was all offense. This was the most 2025 NBA basketball game I think we have seen in Madison Square Garden for the New York Knicks. So I'm still waiting on it, but I'm pretty sure the answer is this is the highest scoring of game between the Knicks and the Heat of all time. I feel I can bet money on it like I'm Terry Rozier. I'm that confident on it. But man, look, I'm telling you, man, this was wild game. Some might even call it cinematic, if you will. Towns had everybody at halftime talking about, yo, Melo. That Melo record kind of scary. Melo might be in trouble tonight. 62, he might be on the way. 31 and a half, he's coming from Melo. And myself included, I thought he was going to have himself a big game, but he didn't need to, because Shamet just like in the ocean like a damn shark. He was still having a solid first half. He had a little bit of foul trouble, came out in the third quarter, him and Jordan Clarkson, crazy stuff, and tore. Alex, we're going to talk about stat of the night. I can't wait because I have mine chosen already. I have a backup if you say it, and I have a backup to the backup if CP's here and he says his, because there's so many things that the Knicks did well. I know we can talk about defense. I'm sure the callers are going to be upset about defense here and there, and they probably should. But, man, from the bench scoring, from guys stepping up, as you mentioned, with injuries, and more importantly than anything else, we lost a very frustrating game against Orlando, closed out the homestand 7-1 at the Garden against the Miami Heat, winning the game for the NBA Cup. Brother, all that other stuff, we can talk about it. We'll break it down, but the Knicks win 1-1 against Miami. We got more to go for the season. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Landry Shamet. I wish I had. Oh, my mic just called Landry Shamet. I wish I had a number 44 Landry Shamet jersey, but no.
Now you go out and get the Landry Shamet jersey. That's how it goes.
I almost did it last year because I was one of the two. I picked some interesting hives last year, Alex. I picked the Bridges hive and picked the Shamet hive last year, and I just was getting bullied last year. But I feel good this year now. I feel good. Let's go, Shamet. Let's go,
All right,
Shamet.
man. All right, and to answer your question, CK,
You got it.
the highest scoring game between the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat was the one we witnessed tonight.
All right,
140 to 132. Good God, man. I mean, I previewed this game yesterday with my guy Brady Hawk, covers the Miami Heat for 5 Reason Sports. And I mean, we both thought this was going to be a slugfest, man. Just a lot of defense. That's usually what it comes down to, especially when you think about not having Brunson. All right. This team, you had no idea how they were going to create offense, considering that's the guy that does it on a night-to-night basis. And I was like, all right, so either Clarkson is going to have a crazy good game, which he had a really good game tonight. Like, can't even overshadow that. He had a good game tonight. And then you have a triple-double from Josh Hart as well. Like, you got contributions from everybody tonight. But the game script that we both discussed last night, throw that out the window, throw it in the trash. I was not expecting this, man. And it's funny because even Brady was talking about how Miami is changed their philosophy from being like this, hard-nosed, gritty defensive team to having an update offensively after losing to the Cavs in the postseason last year. Well, both teams decided to make that. Both teams decided to make that overhaul. So just fantastic. But let's start bringing this thing down, man. Let's start talking about the player of the game. All right, the player of the game tonight is none other than Karl Anthony Towns, the big bodega. All right, because this guy.
I thought you were going. Yeah, for sure.
Nah, he's gonna get the other award. Don't worry, CK. Don't worry.
I put him 2 4s like a crazy person. Yep, Cat. Let's talk about Cat.
Let's talk about Cat, man, because this guy got 39 points tonight, went 13 of 26 from the field, highly efficient shooting, 6 of 14 from downtown. When you needed a 3, he gave it to you right in the first half, man. Drilling 3 after 3 from downtown. I mean, man was almost damn near standing on the logo the way he was shooting. Man also went 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 11 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal. He was not afraid of anything. And we also got to include the 11 boards, if I didn't say that already, man, because this guy was just dominant on the boards too. And the thing too, CK, Cat has really embraced this up-tempo offense from Mike Brown. I mean, the cutting going down the middle of the lane and just attacking like off ball, okay? Because we all know, we saw last season, you pass it to him at the top of the key, he's willing to take the center off the dribble and drive the lane and try to get the foul, but he is doing this off ball now. And think about even him leaking out. Like, he was leaking out, got it in transition, and still finished around the cup. This guy is embracing what Mike Brown is telling him, and he's more comfortable now playing at a high efficiency level. And the quad injury, no longer. You can't. He's clearly over it because nothing was bothering him tonight, and not even Kel'el Ware was even ready for what the big bodega was capable of doing. I mean, every time they left Ware on an island, Cat said, "Not today, young man. Not today. Too little indeed." So Karl Anthony Towns, player of the game tonight. And man, this is the effort that you want to see from him, especially when you don't have Jalen Brunson. He is that number 2 guy on the team when it comes to offense, and he stepped up in such a big way. Definitely needed to keep their hopes alive for the NBA Cup and just to have a strong bounce back game after, him struggling against the Orlando Magic and dealing with that physicality. Tonight, he said, let me get my get back. Let me take out my aggression because I wasn't getting enough foul calls last night against the Magic. Let me take it out on Ware. Yeah.
Someone hit you with the Kanye meme, bro. Shout out to Daniel, Met channel member. He said, "Cat, I'm really happy for you, but Shamet had one of the best performances I've ever seen." Kanye West meme. I'm gonna be real, but I'm gonna take a page out of the Mike Brown book. We know who obviously should be getting the hard hat and the boots on a nightly basis, but you know how he goes for the morale picks. I'm a little disappointed you didn't take the Mike Brown route and give the morale pick to Landry Shamet on his big night.
To get the other award. Don't worry, CK.
I just felt like you said that, Cat learning and he is bought into the offense. I thought you would have bought into the Mike Brown morale and gone with Shamet, but Nah, 100%, 100%. No, we were not be in the spot we were in without the way that Towns carried us in that first half. Shout out to Shamet and Jordan Clarkson for then getting it going in the second to let the game go the way that it went offensively. But you're 100% correct, though. I mean, jokes aside, Karl-Anthony Towns tonight was bonkers. He did everything that you expected, you wanted, and you needed from him in a night where, like you mentioned, our number one guy in Jalen Brunson is out in his first game due to the grade 1 ankle sprain. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. The thing I love, man, the thing I love that I go back and forth with Karl-Anthony Towns, that tonight I think he did really well, especially in that first half, is like you said, he when he realizes how dominant he can be as a big that has a bit of a handle that can go downhill, and instead of trying so hard to get that foul, focus more on getting the bucket. That is when Cat is scary, and he did that at a pretty high clip in that first half. The amount of times, like you mentioned, he saw Khalil Ware and, started, pulled a Shaquille O'Neal, started licking his fingers because he saw barbecue chicken and he went crazy. Because I mentioned a few times, Khalil Ware he takes up a lot of court. But at the same time, if you throw some physicality at him, he disappears. He's still young. He's going to get it figured out. And Towns witnessed that. Towns was aware of that, and he went crazy. And then on top of that said, okay, you guys figured out, let's play a zone. Cool. I got a 3-ball from you. Do you know the name on the chest of these jerseys? The New York Knicks. Yeah, let me shoot from that same New York logo on the middle of these brand new statement NBA Cup courts, because I'm gonna show you I got range as well. Towns was out there doing crazy stuff. He definitely deserved the player of the game. I just want to hit you with some Mike Brown morale shame a little bit, because we could have thrown that to Shamet, but you got it. It's okay. Yeah, go ahead. Shout out to Karl-Anthony Towns.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to shout out Carl Towns Sr. because I feel like he was on screen more than his own son.
Yeah, he was, man.
Prime was loving them some Carl Sr. I mean, he deserves it. Shout out to Carl Sr. He was in it. His face looked like ours. Like, he was like, we were leading, and he still looked grumpy. I love it. Shout out to Carl Sr.
He was like, this is not enough.
Go get him. Go get him. Shout out to Carl Sr. For real.
For sure. Shout out to Carl Sr. And hold on, we got you're gonna bug me for the other award. Here's the other award, CK. All right. The other award goes to none other than Landry Shamet, okay?
Yeah.
Sham wow. All right? Sham wow indeed. Sham wow. That's how we're going with all this, because good Lord, man. I did not have this on the bingo card tonight. If you told me next to Karl-Anthony Towns, the guy who's going to be creating for himself, for others, playing some decent defense. It wasn't great tonight. Norman Powell still got his, but then showing up on the most efficient stat line possible tonight was going to be Landry Shamet. I'd be like, all right, man, pass the grass. I'm going to have some of that too. But this is where we are, man. This is where we are. 36 points, 2 boards, 3 assists, 12 of 19 from the field, 6 of 12 from downtown in 36 minutes for Landry Shamet. All right? And people were wondering why Mike Brown was going with this guy as a starter. Like, some were saying, why isn't McBride getting in there with the starting rotation? How come, man? And this is what he does, dude. Not saying he's going to do this on a night-to-night basis, but he's a shooter. And now you gave him a clear green light opportunity where you're like, you know what? Why don't you get to be Klay Thompson tonight? And the man just drilling 3 after 3, driving, attacking guys off the dribble, getting to the cup, hitting mid-range. Like, he was doing everything that he needed to do. My man, he posterized.
Oh, my God.
He posterized a 7-footer.
Same Khalil we were just talking about. The same dude we were just talking about. Went right at him.
Where he was not ready tonight.
Yeah,
Put that man in his diapers, bro. He was not ready. Yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns, Landry Shamet, they both got your number, man. Don't show up around these streets, man. Don't show up around New York right now, because you're about to get flamed as soon as you walked outside. You ain't valid indictment, all right? I'll tell you that right now. So you have Landry Shamet out here doing the damn thing, and my God, when you're looking for answers, man, this is where you. I don't even know, man. I'm just shocked that he had this type of night. This is a career high for him too. But I think the way that he was getting his points, man, just like out in transition, running the open court, looking like Josh Hart for a second, or just, like I said, taking guys off the dribble from the 3-point line and getting to the cup. Like, he did it in all sorts of fashions tonight to get his 36 points. And I love that. I love that image right there where he's getting the Garden love. He's feeling that energy. He's screaming. I love everything about it, man. Landry Shamet had one hell of a game. Sham wow indeed.
Yeah, man. All I'm gonna add is 63% from the field, brother. 12 of 19, brother. 50% from three, brother. 100% from the free throw line. You know, I like that stat. Yeah, man. 36
Talk of
plus 11. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm with you. Landry Shamet. The question on a lot of the games where he did get the start, people are wondering why it's not Deuce. And Shamet has been having a good season. Like this. This is the anomaly because of the mere amount of points he scored. But Shamet has been playing well, and I feel like this game was just, you know, it was. We were gonna get a nice, good Landry Shamet game, like a 20-point, maybe an 18-point game. Shamet said, no, I got 36 in me because his original, as you mentioned, his original career high was 34. Surpassed that tonight at 36. I went from Cat's gonna get 62 to hopefully praying. I'm like, yo, can Shamet get 40? Like tonight, it was a game where, and you mentioned the Norman Powell thing, brother. Nobody played defense tonight, so I'm not even gonna blame Shamet for not being able. Defense was beyond optional tonight. Literally, they pressed the what's we call it? They checked the box at the bottom before they played the game, saying, "I will not be playing defense tonight. Just straight buckets for me, please, thank you." And that's what both teams did tonight. So Norman Powell, he got his as expected, but I ain't putting no blame on Shamet because he gave it to him right back offensively. Yeah, shout out to Shamet. I know we're gonna talk about Clarkson too. Both of them, the amount of bench points, the brother, what a game, man! I can't believe how much offense, like you said so many times, the amount of offense that this team is providing. This is just such a weird sight for me, seeing New York Knicks and 140, New York Knicks and 75 bench points. What a weird night. What a weird night. But I'm going to tell you, Alex, I can get used to it, man. Hey, man, I can get used to it. Let's keep scoring, bro.
I can get used to this too. I could get used to this too. And CK, hold on one second. Can we also talk about how now if you just scrap the Magic game, and yeah, I get it. Second night of a back-to-back. Those guys
what
just
Magic game?
I know. Those guys just didn't show up to play physically that night. That's what I'm going at. All right. I'm not even going to use the second night of back to back. But the fact that now in we got a 4 out of 5 games, CK. This Knicks team has scored over 130 points easily. And the fact that they did this without Brunson, without OG, like two guys that you're relying on. And like, I know everyone's going to say, Alex, OG has been like, he started out strong, had some like down with like scoring wise the last couple of games. Doesn't matter, man. The way that he scores, like the viciousness in OG's game, like just dunking, knocking down threes, like you got that in return from your entire bench, from Hart, from Clarkson, okay, from Landry. Like you got it from all those guys. Like they all filled in for that role. And so this team is just so capable of a lot offensively, which is just, it's weird to say, man. It's really weird to say. But I'm loving it.
Right? It is.
It's very weird to say, but I'm loving everything about it. And so we have to acknowledge that 4 out of the last 5 games, they scored over 130 points. 4 out of the last 5 games, CK, over 75 points in the first half. Like they're making this look way too easy offensively. I'm just going to let you know, New York Knicks, you kind of give me a high expectation now where I'm expecting, 70 plus points in the first half on the regular. Okay, so like this is you create some expectations now. I mean, I'm looking at these numbers right here, CK. 46 points in the second quarter. 46 points in the second quarter. That's crazy. And I know we just gave a lot of love to Cat and Shamet, but we got to get down to the rest of the bench too, because man, you got to, and like Bridges did his damn thing too. I'm not even going to throw shade at Bridges. Bridges got 7 steals tonight, man. Dude was like, he wasn't the best at scoring tonight. Wasn't as efficient as we're used to seeing. But defensively, he was there, man. He was there doing what you needed to. You had one half a wing. You had one half of OG and Bridges out there, and he still was able to get fill up for both of those guys.
For both of them, yeah, facts.
Yeah, insane. But yo, Clarkson, 24 points, 6 of 13, an efficient night for him too. 9 of 11 from the free throw line, 3 of 6 from downtown. Okay, got you what? Got you 5 boards tonight, 3 assists. Mm-hmm. Clarkson was doing his damn thing in those limited minutes, man. I mean, you needed some sparks here and there. You needed some timely threes. He gave that to you. And on top of that, he just flew. He gelled with the rhythm of the offense too. How about the one where he's out in transition, right? He's out in transition, kicks it out to Shamet, on the oppo wing, and then Shamet kicks it to Bridges, gets Bridges the open three. It's like, I know CP's giving him the moniker Cardiac Clarkson. It's not cardiac, man. I'm sorry. Like, it's fun to say because you're waiting for those games where you're like going to be asking for your pacemaker to stay intact, but he's really playing within the flow of the offense and playing very controlled, man. It's, for guys who've watched Clarkson on like the Cavs, Lakers, Utah, like he is beyond that at this point. He's playing like a savvy vet out there and knowing what Mike Brown wants to accomplish while he's out there. And I'm loving everything about it from Clarkson, man.
Yeah, on the play-by-play, we call it the Clarkson experience. That's what we call it. It's not Cardiac Clarkson on the play-by-play. We call it the Clarkson experience because there's going to be those low moments.
I can see him with the Jimi Hendrix type vibe. I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
So you're going to see some of those moments where, he's going to have those boneheaded shots. But for the most part, when you are seeing nights like tonight, hell, I would say the last few nights, Clarkson has had some really solid scoring outputs. I mean, like you said, efficiently, I think he was doing a good job. But when he's having those kind of nights, you're having a good time because it's not just Clarkson scoring, shooting the three ball. Clarkson was doing a lot of crazy things. Like the way he was scoring in the mid-range, the feet work, I was not familiar with your game there, Mr. Jordan Clarkson, on that. I've watched a bit of Jordan Clarkson because remember, he was a Laker for a bit, so I was forced to see that out here. And, between then and now, we're seeing the footwork part of his game. Like he scores in different ways. So yeah, man, I understand that he gets that what do you call the cardiac Clarkson because he shoots a lot. But nah, man, it's definitely the Jordan Clarkson experience because when he is out there, you got to expect that ball to go through the hoop more times than not because that is who he is. He was a former sixth man of the year for a reason. But I'm glad you mentioned the whole entire bench because of Shamet and Clarkson stealing the show. I had a double take at the scorecard while I was calling the game, and I'm looking at the stats, and I'm making sure I'm not reading something twice because, sometimes you see defensive rebound next to rebound, so you see 10 and 10, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's not. I'm like, no, wait, Hart got a triple-double. That is rebounds and assists. Oh, no, he is. Why are we not talking about this? Josh Hart is at 10, 10, and 10 at the time. He ended with 12, 12, and 10. But, yeah, Josh Hart, who, he's had a nice series of games himself in this homestand, having that kind of game as quietly as he did, as helpful as he was in moments like this. The same beef I have with Cat, I have with Hart sometimes is where it's like you are a strong MF. Why are you not acting like such? You go to the rim and you look to pass out a lot. When Josh Hart runs to the basket, we have a few people in chat call him Muscle Man. Who is stopping him? And we saw Josh Hart do that. He had that nice little fadeaway jumper before the end of the first half. Yeah, man, everybody, like you mentioned, everybody did their part. Everybody played their role, and that is what is needed. Not only with Brunson being out, but this is something that I hope is then also adopted and it continues to be integrated when Brunson comes back, when OG is back fully healthy, because bro, this team right now, at least offensively, as we're still trying to figure it out defensively, right now offensively, we are playing the way that Mike Brown came into training camp saying that we be playing. We're playing fast. We're shooting the rock. We're right now, I don't know what it is after the game, but I know we are number 3 in three-pointers attempted, but it's not like we're just chucking threes because we're number 1 in the NBA in three-pointers made. And, I know, Alex, you're cringing a little bit with that because we talk about the Celtics comp, but if we're 3rd in attempts and 1st in makes, I'm going to take that because at least we know we're making them at a good clip. So, we're buying in and we're getting good shots. And we both mentioned not only just settling for the 3, we're also taking some opportunities around the rim. We're just getting started. And I think that's why I'm so hyped up about this game. And also, it's the Miami Heat. I love beating the Miami Heat, so that also adds to that. But yeah, shout out to the bench, 75 bench points. We can go on and on. And also, shout out to Yabu Sele, 1 for 1, 3 points. Go ahead, Yabu. Hate on him in the chat. Yabu for 3.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. Well, we're going to talk about everything tonight. We're not going to talk about that nickname for Yabu, though. But yes, kudos to Yabu as well. Salute to Knicks Station. Thank you all for tuning in for another KFTV post-game live. The New York Knicks won tonight. They are now 1-1 in the NBA Cup. They defeated the Miami Heat. They got their get back tonight. They're going to have to do it again on Monday, though. So while they go back down to Miami, take a little chill, take a little chill, New York Knicks. All right, don't go partying down, live down there. Just chill, man. Just get ready to go win again. All right, there's two more games left against the Miami Heat. Win the series, but the Knicks won tonight, 140-132. I want to hear from you guys tonight. We got some people on the line right now, CK. So we're gonna make sure that we get to them. Make sure that thumbs up button for your boys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. All right, man, let's get to some of these calls right here. We get to the members lounge first. Remember, if you're a franchise channel member, you get to go speed right to the top of the list, and we get to hear you first. So let's bring some of these guys in. Let's get it going. All right, let's get to Lefty the Heart, man, because Lefty the Heart's got his mic ready to go. Lefty, how are you feeling, man? How are you feeling after tonight's win?
On the line right now, CK. So we're gonna make sure that we get to make sure that.
All right, Lefty, I'm hearing the back. I'm hearing the backdrop.
All right, man. Let's get to some of these calls right here.
All right, we're gonna mute you, Lefty, because you got to be ready, man. You got to be tuned in. You got to be listening to what's going on, man. I can't hear the echo. I cannot hear the echo. You got to be you got to be ready to go. All right, so let's go with William J. What's happening? What's happening, man? Unmute your mic.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing?
Good, man. How are you feeling after tonight's win?
Like CK said, defense, was still on the bus in the parking lot, but outside of that, it was a tale of two halves. Towns had 31 in the first half. Shamet had 30 in the second half. So, they started doubling Towns, and then Shamet just said, you know what, then I'll just take over. The crazy thing was he was so efficient. He had 15 in the third and 15 in the fourth. So it wasn't like, he had one big quarter. He was just, offensively just, taking smart shots, doing smart things. So for me, when he was in Washington, he was able to do this. He can shoot. He just has to have the opportunity and the minutes to do it. So I think, now you can actually see what he can do when you give him a full game to play in. So, that's a big plus for us. But yeah, it's amazing what happens when you have a bench and you use it. So, 75 points, if we would have lost OG and JB last year, we would have got blown out. We would have had nobody else to come in and, pick up the points. But, now that we have a bench and we're actually using it, it's showing, tenfold what it's going to help us when our guys go down this year, where we're not going to be out of games and we're going to be able to compete compared to last year. But the one thing I got to say, man, is the defense was atrocious on both sides. The game was really decided by the free throw line. Miami missed 9 free throws. And the other thing that we did too that was crazy that, I looked up too is we had more buckets in clutch time than they did. So, those little things right there is really kind of what won us the game. But, outside of that, it was really, hard to watch defensively because, I'm old school, so I got to see some kind of defense. But, but hey, I'll take the win. But Shamet, that was a huge breakout game for him. I think, just the efficiency way he scored, if he can continue with this and JB being out and we don't know how long OG is going to be out, I think that's going to be a huge plus for us if we know that he can come in and give us the points that we need.
Absolutely. Appreciate the call, William. Appreciate the call. Bro. But he's like Will said, man, Shamet busted onto the scene tonight. This is this is the thing about giving players confidence. When you give them more minutes, you give them that green light, you say, hey, keep feeding them, keep feeding them, keep feeding them. This is how you start to build that confidence. And Will's talking about, this is what's going to build that togetherness, saying, hey, when guys come back, when you talk about Brunson returning, OG returning, hey, you don't need to play these guys 30-plus minutes if you're going to get a production. I'm not expecting 36 points from Shamet on the regular like that. Let's also just understand tonight was like him really going off, man. But if you're telling me I'm going to get 8-10 points efficiently from Shamet on the regular, if he gets to close to the 15 points, that's a great season for him, man. Absolutely a great season. But all I'm asking for him, keep knocking down your threes, hustling on defense, and taking advantage of the opportunities you get. But a night like tonight, we'll get him more minutes moving forward. And defensively, I hear you. It's not pretty. But you know what? This is the regular season. This is the NBA. If you tuned into what me and Brady were talking about last night, most teams are not going to be playing a lot of defense throughout the regular season. They're trying to save that for the playoffs, man. So get a little comfortable. All right. Pull up a chair. Don't expect a lot of defense. Yeah. But I think the thing that you will see from Mike Brown is opportunistic defense, where we saw from McCall tonight, where he just gets 7 steals. Yeah, man. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about more about that in a bit. But let's get to another caller, man. Let's get to Will from LI. Will from LI, how are you feeling?
What's up, CK? What's up, guys? You guys can hear me?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
we can
sir.
hear you loud and clear, man.
Oh
This
man,
is the stage.
hey,
The stage
listen,
is
man.
yours. Take the podium.
Hey, listen, man. What did I say last show? I said I am officially starting the Landry Shamet hive, and then the boy went off the next game and got a career high for 36 points. Like, come on, man. We seen this coming, and that was fine. Now we got a lot of room. You know, we taking tickets. Everybody, come on in. You know, it's jumping over here. You know,
I'm with you.
What can we say, man? This is just why when we went back at the beginning of the season, we were talking between Brogdon and Shamet. I was like, I just really like the way that Shamet kind of fit in the team last year, specifically how he had that injury for his shoulder and he just worked his way back to get back onto the court, played like critical playoffs minutes last year in the playoffs. I was like, nah, man, this guy's battle tested. I want that guy on my team. And it was because of nights like this. So shout out to Shamet. He did his thing. Cat, amazing. You know, I'm not gonna hold you. It was a little bit daunting. After the captain went down and everything, we're worried about who's gonna be the backup point. I really didn't know if we were gonna see Tyler Kolek, and then you get Deuce sliding in the starting unit. And I'm not even gonna lie. In that first couple of minutes of the first quarter, the offense wasn't as flowy as it would normally be underneath the captain's hands, but but like anything, we just pulled through. We pushed together. We did it as a team. Josh Hart did his thing. Everybody did this thing. What do you call it? Jordan Clarkson, and of course Shamet. So this was just a full team effort. I'm proud of the squad, and yeah, we just got to keep it going, man. Just a next man up mentality, and yeah, just a great win. Love to see it. And anytime you can beat Miami, man, it just feels good. It just feels good.
Facts.
Absolutely. Will, question for you though. Were you at the KFTV watch party tonight?
Oh, I didn't even know there was one tonight. You see?
Oh,
I would have known.
come on, man.
You see?
I was waiting for the report on that one.
I'll definitely catch the next one.
There we go.
But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate the time. And yeah, let's go Knicks, man. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, Will.
Let's go Knicks. Appreciate the call, Will. Appreciate the call. Have a good one.
Nostradamus Will.
Hey, man. He said he bought stock early before Shamet just, hopped on the scene. That man is getting great returns right now. All right. He ain't selling too many shares. That's what he's trying to tell. Well, actually, he was being very kind to you people out there. He said, you can come through. It could be the shares, watered down a bit. I got majority stakehold right now, but hey, you can come through. You can come through right now. And you know where you can come through, CK? You can come through the neighborhood. All right. This episode is brought to you by Square. Your favorite neighborhood spots run on Square. These businesses are what make the neighborhood the neighborhood. These are the places that become an extension of home. When neighborhood businesses thrive, the whole neighborhood thrives. When we show up as a community, it can mean big business for local business owners. Money spent in the neighborhood stays in the neighborhood. Take this ad as an excuse to go support your favorite local spot and have yourself a day in the neighborhood. Square is a proud partner of more than 4 million neighborhood businesses around the world. You can go to square.com/go/KFTV to learn more. But before you do, go support your favorite neighborhood spot. You'll be happy that you did. Square. See you in the neighborhood.
Every time you read that, I hear have you ever seen the I'm just a cool guy, that the chill guy meme?
Yeah, of course.
I hear that song playing while you're reading that.
Yeah, you know what, man?
That's why I hear while you read that. That's the song that's in my head. Because you read it with such a cadence that's so perfect for that song. I'm like, man, if we can get the rights on that song, that's it.
Oh,
man. That's the ad. I'm sorry. That's the song.
Oh man. Now I can't unhear it. Every time I do that, I'm gonna be thinking I'm singing to that tune, man. Damn, you really did that to me.
That's all I hear.
You just broke the glass. You really just shattered the glass. And I could see it too. Oh, brother.
Great read.
Man.
Shout out to
all right. But yo, CK, we got to shout out some franchise channel members too. We got some new franchise channel members in here. We got Joe Senior. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. Actually been a franchise channel member for a minute, so salute to you. We got DJ Iota Frat 1963. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. Shout out to Cliff Cliverall. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. We got JobBX Cal Section 5. Shout out to you for being a channel member. We got the Russ Dog, shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. We got Armin Duda, shout out to you for being a longtime franchise channel member.
Yeah.
And we got Whitaker Wright, shout out to you for being a longtime franchise channel member. Appreciate it. All right, shout, and we got some super chats too. So let's give some of the people shout outs. Mr. FC, shout out to you for the super chat, $2 super chat. Appreciate you there. We got Steve Pizza with the $20 super chat, and shout out to you for being a franchise channel member. He said, shout out Andrew Shamet, summoning all the powers of Jerry West through the number 44 jersey. Real ones have known how scrappy ShamWow is. Glad to see him have a great night and step up big with cap out. Career high with the Knicks. Yeah, man. Talk about it. Dude was balling. Then we got Germ 1017. Shout out to you for being a franchise channel member, and the $20 super chat says, you guys and some chat guys were very dismissive and, dare I say, disrespectful to my boy Shamet last year. Shamet is a dog. Let's family show go. All right, man. There we go. Look, man, we got more Shamet Hive members. Shamet is certainly earning the love and respect tonight. Certainly doing it.
On me.
We got Sheem Robinson with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you. Said, to think Shamet was almost out of here a few months ago to becoming a huge asset now. Great to see him playing well out there. Wish Cat got his 40, but still played well. Props to Mitch, too. Oh, we're going to talk about Mitchell Robinson as well. Don't you worry about that. And we got Bobby De Jesus. Shout out to you for shimmy, shammy, y'all. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. Shammy, y'all. Give me the ball so I could put them away. All right, man.
You gotta read it. Okay. You gotta read that back, bro. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yay. Come on,
hey,
man. You know,
okay.
He's going for it. You know what he was going for. Give me the ball.
Man.
That's okay.
You did it better. So, hey.
Shout out to Bobby.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to read man.
Yeah, you're just trying to be a chill guy. I understand.
I'm just a chill guy, you know. Just give me that dog, man. I'm just a chill guy who loves the Knicks.
Just a chill guy.
Just a chill guy that loves the Knicks. Don't worry, CK.
I get it.
Yeah, but I did butcher it. You're right. Hey, man, we all can't be perfect. All right. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I know. Old dirty. I see everyone in the chat. I see it. Old dirty would be upset. Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. It took me a minute, man. I'm not. Sometimes you don't get it on the first try. All right. It happens. But that's why I got CK here, man. That's why I got CK here.
Shimmy, yes. See, you got it. All right.
I know, man. I know what.
He got there.
Hey, man.
He got there.
I'm just trying to read it, bro. But let's get back on track. Now I'm lamenting in it too much. All right. Let's get back to the phones, man. Let's get back to what the callers got to say. All right. Who we got here? Let's see. We got Maly. Maly, what's going on, man? Unmute your mic. How you feeling tonight?
Hey, what's up?
What's good, man? How you doing?
What's going on? Yeah, I mean, that game. I feel like it was a head scratcher. I mean, it was like it was an amazing game at the same time. I mean, the defense was non-existent. That game, I feel like anybody was just shooting whatever they wanted that game. It was just kind of like I'm seeing Norman Powell shooting from the logo. I'm seeing Cat just going crazy. It was nice to see Landry drop 30. That felt good. Yeah, honestly, I'm like kind of like just speechless honestly about that game. Obviously happy we got the win. But moving forward, I think we just have to obviously Anunoby, JB, they might not. We don't know how long they're gonna be out for. So I hope we can just keep doing the next man mentality. I feel like that's kind of what we showed. Landry Shamet stepped up. Clarkson, I feel like he made a lot more smarter decisions. He wasn't really too erratic tonight. I was kind of happy with the shots he took. It was good shots. So I hope we can just keep continuing the next man mentality, because if we can win games, and obviously I want more defense to be played, but we can win more games like this. I can't say this was convincingly, but you know what I mean. If we can start winning games without key players, that can show how deep of a team we can be. So hopefully we can continue that.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we can continue that. And appreciate the call, Maly. Appreciate the call. So CK, the question now is, and I was going to bring this up anyway, but shout out to Maly for You all right over there?
No, I'm scared of what you're gonna say. I'm bracing myself. I'm bracing myself. Go ahead.
All right. So, what I'm gonna ask you is, how confident are you? That we can keep the success going without our guys out. Do you think? Because look, man, I know what some people are thinking right now. They're gonna look back at last year when Brunson was out after that Laker game and say, "Hey, we struggled a little bit. You know, it was a grind for most of the time, even with some teams. Can this team continue to do this? And can this team continue this type of output while you are, out Jalen Brunson, which, it's day to day with him, according to all the beat reporters. So, it's really more of a pain tolerance thing. So we'll see how he feels on Monday. But I don't know. Part of me feels like it's going to be some time before, not too long, but some time before he can tolerate, the pain in his ankle. And I think the medical staff wants to make sure that he's okay too, just because you don't want to rush him back, re-aggravate that injury, and then he's out for a longer period of time. So they're probably going to play it safe with him just because of how important he is. And look, all these guys are important, but we're talking about one of the top players in the league right now, that being him being Jalen Brunson. So,
yeah,
I don't expect him to rush back. Same thing with OG. OG is very important too. So, and this is a guy who, can have nagging injuries last until like 20 years. I'm exaggerating, of course, but you want to make sure that he's okay too. But how far can this team go with the next 10 games that we got up here, or then some, while these guys are, resting on the bench?
Well, I guess my initial answer is I feel confident. Now, the reason why I feel confident is because I feel like we should feel confident, because that is, I feel like, a part of why Mike Brown ended up becoming our head coach, for that reason alone, because his whole mantra is we all eat. So I feel like with Brunson being out, that should sort of play into what he's been wanting to sell to this team anyways, that we should be able to hold our own, whether Brunson is leading us with 30-some points or Brunson is not in the lineup. That is what this team is supposed to be doing. Everybody should be able to contribute to having nights like this, hopefully on a more leveled angle. Like, we're not, like you mentioned, we're not scoring 140 every single night. I mean, maybe we've scored 130 plus in the last 4 out of 5. So I mean, it could be possible, but you know what I mean. For the most part, realistically. So how confident I am, honestly, with this style, and if we're buying in, and I feel like we do fine tune the defense. I love the active hands. I love Bridges out there looking like somebody in the rec in NBA 2K, just flinging around with Intimidator Hall of Fame on, getting those steals and stuff. But I do feel like with the shooting we have, with the ability we have, with the next man up mentality for a week, for a few games, if it is end up being like 2 or 3 games, I'm gonna be real. I do feel confident that we can hold it down, because I feel like that's what Mike Brown tried to sell me. So I'm buying in on it. That's what this mantra is supposed to be. Everybody eats. So now with Brunson out, we should still all be eating in the way that we did tonight. Towns carried the load, 40 points. He's probably going to be around that 30 to 40, probably consistently, because he's the number 1 guy. But on top of that, we got bench production. So I choose to buy in. I choose to believe that Mikal Bridges won't shoot 25% again in another night. So yeah, I do think in the few games, because it might not be many, it might be a week, it might be less. I choose to believe that, yeah, I think we can still I feel confident. I feel confident we can still. I was confident in tonight's game. I really was. So yeah, I do. I'm confident in it.
I was confident in tonight's game too with the Knicks. I just, like, talent wise, I can understand them losing the first one against Miami early in the season. Miami just catching people off guard. Then you start to figure them out, and then you start to adjust. I do believe the Knicks have the better talent overall than what the Heat do. I mean, they're playing really well right now this season. I'm not going to throw them any shade, but if you look on paper and if you look who's got the talent, Knicks certainly have the talent. And I expect them to win again on Monday after these 2 days off. They got to travel down to Miami, but I'm expecting Mike Brown to say, all right, we had a great run on Friday, but I'm not expecting everyone to shoot over 60% on the regular on a night-to-night basis. I mean, guys are going to go up and down, right? That's just kind of how offense flows. So I do expect Mike Brown to implement something new, just to tweak some things a little bit, just to make it a little bit more efficient. I do like seeing Bridges, Hart, those guys initiating the offense. Even Shamet bringing up the rock was good to see.
He did. Yeah, he did.
You know, you're getting Clarkson, of course, is going to do the same thing. Same with McBride. So Mike Brown's going to give a lot of guys opportunities to bring up the rock. And I think that by diversifying who brings up the rock will help other guys get into offense a little bit better. So that way you're not expending so much energy, bringing up the basketball, setting up the creating the set or setting up the offense, and then having to go find your own spot. So I do expect them to be better. And then CK, if you start looking at the schedule, and you know, me and CP talked about it. This is if you're going to deal with injuries right now and believe the Knicks can win, this is the schedule. This is the part of the schedule, in my opinion, to have it. And I'm just going to run down the list through you, and you let me know what you think. All right. So we got, let's see, we got Miami on Monday. Then you got Dallas on Wednesday. You got Orlando again at the end of next week on Saturday. You go back to Brooklyn on Monday. You have the Hornets the following week on Wednesday, right? Then you get the Bucks. You get Toronto. You get Boston. You get the Hornets again. You get Utah. You get the Magic. You get the Pacers. And then I'd say hopefully guys are back before December 19th. I think that's a good enough time for guys to rest at that point. Like you're getting about 2-3 weeks, somewhere between 2 to 3 weeks to heal up. I think Brunson should be back around then. Who knows about OG? Maybe he's back too. But I think during that stretch, if you're telling me before December 19th, before you play the Sixers, which will be a tough game because those boys, that backcourt's crazy. Those guys just don't stop. You know, I think if you're telling me, if you're telling me when you need these injuries to happen, like it's a weird thing to say, but I think this is the part of the schedule where you would want it to happen to let guys, you know, get through those soft tissue injuries. And I think the Knicks are more than capable of winning some of these games right here and having like a winning record at the end of it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like, you know, having Miami and Orlando again in the same week is, you know, thanks NBA. But no, I completely agree with you on that. It literally that schedule you just named is like a heart monitor. You know what I mean? Like at the hospital, like record wise, you got the low, and then you got like the Orlando. Oh, we lost against them last time, so that one's gonna be a little bit extra, and then down to, you know, blah blah blah. But yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I kind of said the same thing with I was saying the same thing with Mitch. I was saying, you know, people were so frustrated in the beginning of the season when he missed time, and I like you said, if there's any time for Mitch to be missing time, I'm fine with it being in the early part of the season, because more importantly, we want Mitch available at the end of the year. So the same thing goes with Brunson. Like you said, like everyone got so excited about the day-to-day rumor and not rumor, but report on with it being a grade 1. You know, my thing is cool. I'm glad we're monitoring on a day-to-day basis, but don't rush him back, because now is the time to make sure that he's good. So when he's back, it's not a lingering thing. And with OG, it's the same issue. I almost feel like OG's might be more of an issue. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong, because the hammy thing, and you know, hammies, regardless of how good you might feel today, you move a little bit, the hammy just comes back, because that's just what hamstring injury, they're lingering injuries. So, you know, I'd much rather, you know, take the time that is necessary to make sure that they're back, rather than have to try and play hero right now, because now is not the time that you have to do that, because we're still learning this roster. This team is still learning themselves. And tonight, I feel like we learned a lot. So if Jalen Brunson needs that Monday game, that Wednesday game off, and then maybe we see him Saturday, I have no issue with that. So yeah, I completely co-sign that this is the time to do it. 100%. Because at the end of the day, whatever we do between now and June, I need to make sure that we are healthy and we are 85 to 90% ready to go when things start up at June. So if Mitchell Robinson got to miss second of back-to-backs, first of back-to-backs, Godspeed. If, you know, somebody tweaks a pinky toe and they got to miss 2-3 games, Godspeed. Like I am concerned with making sure this team has everything figured out, quirks and all, with Mike Brown, and that we're healthy when it comes to playoff time. So, you know, I feel like we have the capabilities. You mentioned it perfectly. Our team is built for it. Yeah, now it's definitely the time for Jalen Brunson to be sure he's completely healthy before he comes back. We don't need any lingering injuries throughout the season. We don't need it, because that's going to hurt the most in June.
Tweak a pinky toe, man. What are we talking about? You just rolled out of bed. You just stubbed your toe against the foot of the bed. What happened here?
Look, man, Joe Burrow been out of the NFL for so long due to turf toe too. Anything can happen, bro. Your equilibrium be thrown off if your pinky toe is hurt, Alex. You don't know the feet work that Jalen Brunson has, man. The pinky toe's important, bro. What you talking about, man?
Like of all things to be saying.
I just look, bro. You know, it came in my mind.
Very specific, CK. What have you gone through in your life?
You never stubbed your pinky toe before? Well, then you are a lucky man. It hurts. It hurts.
Hey, man, I've stubbed my toe against like a coffee table against the bed, but I'm just saying, like, to choose the pinky toe is like, you know, you could have said I stubbed my toe. You said pinky toe.
Bro, I grew up taking improv classes. They teach you to be specific on the things that you say. So I specifically chose the pinky toe because it was in my head. Would you rather me say your middle finger toe? That would have been worse. So pinky toe, it's off the tongue as easy as that or the big toe. Look, man, you don't get specifics out of me. I said pinky toe. Just don't hurt it, all right? Watch your pinky toes out there, people.
Middle finger toe. What is going on here? All right, man. So we got 12 games that I just looked at there, all right? So out of these 12 games, all right, let me ask you this.
What's up?
What do you think the win-loss record? Let's say both Brunson and OG missed the 12 games I just talked about. That's from Miami down to
you
Indiana.
think that they're gonna be gone that long though?
I'm not suggesting they'll be gone that long. I don't know, CK, but I'm just saying this is the soft part of the schedule. I'm just giving you an example.
I'm just making sure because you sound like you shutting them down for 2 weeks.
I'm just saying. Do you know? Right. Are you a doctor? Am I a doctor? No, but you know what? I'm just trying to take the analysis. I'm just trying to talk this out, man. I'm trying to work this out over here. All right.
So give me a break. We're playing it completely safe, and we're sending them 2 weeks. Got you. Go ahead.
Yes, we are playing. I'm in.
I'm locked in.
The medical staff says I don't agree with anything that CK is saying. We're not going to give 2 days for anybody. They're going to take off 2 to 3 weeks. Get these guys correct for Christmas because you know what? We want them back for that Knicks Cleveland game. So make sure they're ready for that one. Regardless, you got 12 games. If both of them are out for that long, what's your win-loss record for that one? And I want to know in the chat too. Chat, you can start dropping some of your win-loss records for those 12 games I mentioned from Miami down to Indiana.
12 Miami down to Indiana starting Monday. 12. Just quickly scanning. Give me. Ooh, I'm between 8 and 9. I want to be confident. I love my team, but we're missing some guys. Give me 8. Give me 8 and 4.
8 and 4.
Give me 9 and 3. 9 and 3 locking in. 9 and 3 locking in. I'm locking 9 and 3. 9 and 3. 9 and 3. 9 and 3. Looking at it, I feel good. I feel good with 9 and 3. Yeah, 9 and 3. I like
9 and 3. All right.
I like 9 and 3. I like 9 and 3. I feel lock me in for 9 and 3.
So I know you're looking at the schedule. So what games are you looking at? You're saying Milwaukee's a loss? Is that weird?
So that's the hard part. Not so with our beloved team, bro. Honestly, the losses I'm worried about are I'm looking at chat's.
I swear to God, if you come with some crazy,
I'm looking at. No, bro, I'm looking at the Jazz. I'm like, watch us go do it because that one is in Utah, right? Watch us do some. No, it's in New York. We're gonna, all right. So no, not the Jazz. It's in New York. But no, tell me I'm not wrong. The Knicks love to stress us out. Again, this is Mike Brown regime. Things could be different. I'm hoping that maybe it's PTSD hitting. But you know how we love to stress us out and have some cardiac affairs on games where we have no business to be having cardiac affairs. So watch us show up against the Bucks. Show up against the Magic because we know how it went. Show up against the Sixers. But then, you know, LaMelo and them boys roll up, and then all of a sudden, how the hell why are we down 15 right now? So that's, all right, I'm going to be honest. I'm just being honest about it. But yeah, the easy answer would be like, yeah, I think the Bucks might be our loss. The Magic might be our loss, and we might struggle against the Sixers. Nah, I'm looking at like, maybe the Hornets might be a problem. Maybe, you know, IQ figured it out. Maybe IQ and RJ and those boys might figure this out with the Raptors game. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm looking at the wacky ones to be the ones that we might slip up and accidentally lose. That's what I'm looking at. I feel confident against the teams we're supposed to beat. No, I feel confident against the team that we're supposed to be because I think we'll be ready. But those wacky games, that Charlotte, that beat up Indiana team, like I feel like, you know, some nonsense gonna happen.
So you're saying that the Knicks are just gonna be chilling on against Utah Friday night, December 5th. You know,
you see what I'm saying?
You know, we're just chilling from Charlotte. You know, man,
you see what I'm saying?
Going out. You see
what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be one of those things where we're sitting here in postgame talking about like, yo, the Jazz. And even if we win by 5. Like, oh, why did that happen? Maybe this is my PTSD talking, but those are the games that I'm looking at like, you know, we might struggle.
Hey, man, I mean, not for nothing. Orlando Magic, they came to our house being 5-6, and we struggled. Second out of a back-to-back.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But not. I feel like 9-3. If in your perfect world, not your perfect world, in your scenario of missing,
I'm saying it's not a perfect world. I'm just giving you a scenario.
It's not perfect world at all. But in your scenario, I still feel like 9-3 is a very confident answer, and I genuinely mean that. But the ones we lose are gonna be the ones that we should not have lost.
You know what?
I stand on that.
I'm going with 9-3 as well, man. I like that answer. 9-3.
But you're gonna be like, we're losing to the Bucks and we're losing to the Six. You're gonna go the right way. You're going right while I'm going left.
I don't think you're necessarily wrong. I think you could have both, like a loss to a really good team and then have that wacky loss that you're talking about too. I mean, you know, if Giannis is playing that game, and look, I wouldn't be surprised if they win or if they lose. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think it will be an uphill battle against the Bucks when you're facing one of the best players in the world, and you don't have your top guns out there too. Especially when I'm thinking about who's going to guard him.
Yeah.
If we don't have OG, who's guarding him that game? Like, you know, I got to be a little fair, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a tough task for anybody.
That's a point. That's a good point.
So, but you know, like I could. Yeah.
But we're not gonna be in that world, Alex. Let's take that out. That was a fun game. But we're not gonna be in that world. We getting Jalen Brunson back Saturday, all right, and then OG hopefully is just a little icy hot, and we'll see him Monday. All right. Let's just put that out into the universe.
I like your thought process, man. I like your thought process. All right, but
what's chat saying? What's chat saying?
Well, first thing we're gonna get to. All right. Well, CP saying he's running. He's trying to get to the show. All right. He put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-minute hands. His own emoji. 5-minute hands. I don't know if he's trying to say 5 minutes or 20 minutes. But if that's the case, I'm gonna. If he's saying 20 minutes, I gotta project 40 minutes. If he's thinking 5 minutes, it's gotta be probably like 15. You know what I mean? We just amp it up a little bit. That's all I'm saying. But hey, I want to get this clip out there that's been circling the internet pretty heavily, and it's Mike Brown talking about Mitchell Robinson. So let's see if we can get that one going. Yo, Mike Brown is hype.
Man, in 1 week, we got that clip from Mike Brown, and Giants fans got Jameis Winston starting at quarterback. Enthusiasm through the roof. Enthusiasm
through the roof, indeed. Oh man,
they couldn't hear. No sound.
I can hear an echo a little bit. Gam, if you can cut that out. There we go. So yeah, there we go with Mike Brown being ecstatic. They couldn't hear the audio. Let's run it back one more time. Gambo. Let's see if we can get this audio going so that way everyone can hear it. Gamma, can we get the audio going again?
It loops so perfectly.
Oh my God, that was fantastic.
It loops so well.
It does loop so well. That's amazing.
It loops so perfectly.
But he is hyped. And let me tell you something. How can you not be hyped about Mitchell Robinson? All right? Man. The way that he played tonight, let's talk about it, CK, because Mitchell Robinson, look, he did not have the greatest.
Christine.
He did not have the greatest night. Oh, hold on one second. Gamma, so you just mute yourself. Because I can hear an echo. There we go. So there we go with Mike Brown being ecstatic for Mitchell Robinson, man. So let's talk about it, because Mitchell Robinson, look, he didn't have the points tonight, but damn, did he rebound the living daylights out of the basketball. I mean, this guy had in 12, let me make sure I get this right. In how many minutes did Mitchell Robinson have tonight?
14.
14 minutes. This man had 8 offensive rebounds, 10 boards in total, but he had 8 offensive rebounds. That's insane. That's insane. The amount of second chance points that he just created by himself.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Dude. Like Josh Hart, who was it? Clarkson got 4 offensive boards, but 8 for Mitchell Robinson in 14 minutes. Yo, this is why he's so important to this team, man. And he hasn't even played a full 20 minutes yet. They are truly they're truly making sure that he is healthy for April. But yo, the way that he plays defense, the way that he can grab boards, just so impactful, dude. There's nobody who could do what he does. There's nobody who could do what he does. It's just crazy.
Yeah, no, Mitch was great. Yeah, I think that was like the story of both Mitch and Mikal in similar aspects, where it's like it was the dirty work that they did that gave the Knicks those scoring opportunities. You talk about Mitch with the 8 rebounds, that was incredible. Like every time he was out there, you knew they were going to get 3rd, 4th chance opportunities. But and then with Bridges, it was the steals. Like he had those 7 steal opportunities that led to fast break points. So yeah, the hustle game definitely between Mikal and Mitch. But man, I love my coach hyping up my players, bro. I love it, man. I don't care. People gonna see them and it's gonna turn into a meme now from outsiders and non-Knicks fans. But I love it. I love my coach hyping up my guys, because that's the kind of stuff that helps build confidence and chemistry. So shout out to Mike Brown on that, man. Loving these guys, bro. He's loving his players.
Loving his players. And I just asked Gamble one more time to see if we can hear, because the people in the chat said they still couldn't hear the clip. So trying to figure that out on our end. Once we get it back, we'll make sure to play it again, so that way you guys can hear it. But we're gonna keep this... Exactly.
That was my Brown.
That was a good impersonation. I liked it.
Thanks.
I liked it, man. Let's see. Albert Bea said Alex's face listening to Mike Brown while we can't hear or see anything was a gold moment. Hey, man, this is what we're here for. We're here for the moments. We're here to enjoy it as a family. And shout out to Knicks Nation, man. Shout out to Knicks Nation. Shout out to all the franchise channel members. Shout out to all of you for tuning for another KFTV post-game live. The New York Knicks defeated the Miami Heat 140-132. What a great night. With me on the other side is my guy CK2K, play-by-play extraordinaire. And this show is brought to you by Draftkings. All right, so let's talk about Draftkings for a little bit. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on the NBA stars this season. New customers bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass. Plus, score $300 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code KFTV. That's promo code KFTV. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass. Plus, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort. Pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. So remember, people, use that promo code KFTV after you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, and you bet just $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bets win. All right, so make sure to use that promo code KFTV. All right, CP's on the way, and we'll be waiting to hear what he has to say about his time hear what he has to say about his time at Clinton Hall and see how it's going. How that? All right.
Well, let's see if we match. Sorry, that's stuck in my head now. That's all I'm gonna hear now. I need to get that sound bite.
Oh my God. Let's go to key stats of the night, CK. Let's go to key stats of the night and let's talk about that.
Let's do it.
Because hey,
I'm excited for
the Knicks just decide to do the damn thing and make it a hell of a game with Miami Heat. So let's talk about key stats tonight. So when we look at this thing, obviously the Knicks won 140 to 132. Knicks also won the rebounding battle, 63 to 61. Knicks also won the assist battle, 32 to 30. After having a lowly assist night against the Orlando Magic, they bounced back with some crisp ball movement. Knicks would win the steal battle, 9 to 4. They would then lose the block battle, 6 to 2. Heat would win that one, but they did win the turnover battle, 8 to 11. And this is where it got great for the New York Knicks because they won the shooting battle. Oh, well, actually, they slightly lost the shooting battle, 46.2 to 46.3 if we're going by the decimal point. And they lose a three-point shooting battle as well. They shot 39.6 to the Miami Heat's 43.2, but they did win the free throw battle, 79.3 to 73.5. So the Knicks were out here doing everything that they needed to do from a shooting perspective to keep this one in the balance. But also, here is where the Knicks got to work on this one. They won points in the paint, 50 to 48. It was a close matchup there, but they lost the second chance opportunities, even though Mitch was out there getting 8 offensive boards. They lost 23 to 20. And then for fast break points, yet again, they lose to the Miami Heat. Miami would win that battle 14 to 7, unlike the last time, which was like 38 to 10. So Knicks got to work on their fast break points and scoring out in transition. All right, Bridges, you can't be missing easy, wide open dunks like that, my guy. Come on now. We can't have it go off the back iron. But those are the key stats of the night. CK, what is your takeaway from the stats?
Simple, Alex. 75 bench points, Alex. Simple. I'm not overthinking it, not overlooking it. My key takeaway, bench points, 75 points. I know we talk about the fast break, we need more of those, but man, we've been talking about Shamet all night. We've been talking about Clarkson. Yes, 75 of them. All I ask for is like 25 plus, but when we're missing guys like OG and Brunson, you need the bench points. So my key stat of the night easily goes to the bench points, 75. Shout out to the bench for holding it down tonight.
That's a great stat. I like that. You did your homework. I appreciate it, CK.
I told you I was ready. I had a backup. If you were going to talk about it, I had a backup. I was ready to go, man. Tonight was a very nicely looking stat night. So I was ready for today.
For me, it's the steals. All right. The steals is going to be the key one for tonight. And 7 of those damn things was done by Mikal Bridges. I got to give him kudos for that because, look, man, you talk about needing defense, some semblance of defense in this game. And, man, the one that did it for me is when he got the steal. The Heat are pushing the ball up the court, and they thought they were gonna get to the left wing. Right, he comes out of nowhere, snatches it by the out of bounds line, kicks it to Josh Hart. Josh does a slight drive towards the foul line, kicks it right back to Mikal Bridges on the left wing for an open 3, and he drills it. That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about, man, where it's opportunistic defense. And you're going to need those type of game-changing plays. We saw him do it in the postseason against the Boston Celtics. We talk about 2 back-to-back steals in critical games, 1 and 2. And Mikal Bridges doing it tonight. Generating those 7 steals is no easy feat. So I'm going to look at the 9 steals tonight and to give Mikal Bridges the kudos because his offense wasn't there, but that didn't discourage him as Mike Brown was consistently praising him to stay involved in tonight's game while his guys were doing it. But hey, the 9 steals is what stood out to me tonight. And on top of that, Mikal Bridges did the damn thing, and that was key stats of the night. All right.
So if you're Mike Brown, it sounds like you're giving the hard hat and those Tims to Mikal Bridges.
If you had to tonight, yes. I don't know if anyone deserved it tonight, CK, to be quite honest with you.
They won though, so somebody. Are you not? It's a morale thing, Alex. It's a morale thing.
I get that.
So someone is getting it. You got to win. You beat the Heat after they beat you. It's a morale thing. I understand
I get
because
that.
defense wasn't great.
I get that, man. But, you know, can we play some defense?
No, not in 2025. Defense is outdated.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Thankfully, they shared the image so we get to see who won defensive player of the game.
That's a good pick.
Oh,
Can I make a prediction?
That's a great pick. Hang on. I'm on echo. Hang on. Okay.
Hello. Someone joined us.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh, look at that. He's in the crew neck. All blued out.
Fresh. Brand new. In stores.
Look at that. We got the captain with us. We got the captain with us. How you doing?
Hey, man. It's orange and blue skies, man. You see it. For the fans, by the fans. The rally towel, always with us on game nights. Fresh. Once a Knick, always a Knick barbecue. Crew necks in stores now. Brand new for the fall. It's a little nippy out here in New York, but it's orange and blue skies everywhere, man. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty.
Oh, I know he's happy.
I told you, Al, I was waiting to use it at some point. We're 11 games in and I didn't get a chance to use my line, man. I got to use it for tonight. We're 12 games in. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. We came into this one, no cap. Then we lose the dog in the first quarter. We didn't even know. Nobody even knew that the dog went out. And so, backs against the wall, NBA Cup implications. We couldn't go down 0-2 in the Cup. You know what I mean? The big bodega, you got to let it fly at this point. Landry coming off the bench was phenomenal. Best game of his entire career. And we beat our rivals. They are still our rivals forever in my book. And we got them tonight. Tie the season series. 2 more to go. You go down to Miami. You try to get one. You know, they stacked the deck against us again. Now we got to go spend the weekend in South Beach, and we got to go play them on Monday. And then the final game is, I think, sometime in December. But, no, in all seriousness, you know, just wanted to see how this team was going to respond without Jalen at first. And in the beginning, you kind of saw they were trying to feel things out. They weren't getting their paint touches. It got stagnant. And on the other side, you saw why Miami came into this game 7-5. And, you know, the highest scoring offense in the league because they let it fly. You know, Norman Powell, he was an all-star in my book last year. He's an all-star in my book this year. I don't know if we're related or not, and maybe that's why I'm rooting for him a little bit more. But, you know, he's having a fantastic season. But without Jalen, to me, this was Karl Anthony Towns. This was his game to go out there and dominate inside and outside, and he did just that from the beginning. From the opening tip-off, he set a tone. Shot 2 threes in a row, then posted up Khalil Ware inside. It didn't matter whether it was Khalil Ware or Andrew Wiggins. You know, Karl Anthony Towns dominated tonight. And you can say what you will about the Heat offense, but defensively, especially without Bam, they were a sitting duck out there. And this is why the Knicks were able to put up 140 points on them. So great job by Towns setting the tone. But then off the bench, as CK said, 75 points off the bench. You give these guys a lot of credit. Landry Shamet, you have to be very happy for him because, you know, some guys in the league, obviously they've earned their way to that top status, and whether it's all-star, superstar, whatever it is, or just consistent guy for minutes and role player. But for Landry Shamet maybe he's 27, 28 years old, you know, this is his 5th team? Yeah. And so he's a guy who, you know, didn't come in with that quote-unquote silver spoon. He's had to get it out the mud. And, you know, to see what he went through with this team last year, the shoulder injury, came back from that, finished the year very well, couldn't get consistent minutes on the Tibbs. But every time he comes in here under Mike Brown, whether it's starter, bench, whatever it is, he's always ready. That's one thing. Even last year, he's always ready to you know, do what he has to do to stay on the court. And tonight, he was just lights out. And one of the things that jumped off to me with Landry Shamet was like, all right, yeah, at some possessions he got wide open looks and he knocked them down, but he was also hitting a lot of contested shots, a lot of contested threes. He took guys off the dribble and took them to the rim. He told Khalil Ware, meet me at the rim.
Oh my God.
Meet me at the rim. Landry Shamet was getting it gritty. So all three levels he had to create for himself, not just the open catch and shoot threes. So, hey, man, tip your cap to him. This was his night. He deserves it. Role player of the game for me, for sure. Carl Anthony Towns, player of the game. Those two guys led the way. And then lastly, I'll say Josh. You know, no cap. We needed a point guard. We needed point guard play out there. And that's what Josh gave you. He gave you a triple-double, attack the paint, very aggressive, quick decisions, played gritty. It went down. I mean, you had to hold your breath. You almost thought you lost him with the knee injury. Popped back up and finished the game strong. Triple-double for Josh Hart, 5 of 8 from the field. You know, those are the three guys that really led the way. Jordan Clarkson was great tonight as well. And, yeah, got the dub, man. 140 points.
That's the guy I want to talk about. We didn't even get really much to talk about Josh Hart, man. I mean,
yeah,
some of the plays that he did tonight, he could tell he was in his bag. I mean, the first one, you know, in the first half where he just gets the real fake of all fakes, the pivot, turnaround, fadeaway jumper. I mean, this guy was just feeling it. I love how he ended the game, though, with the solo out in transition dunk. You know, that was putting the exclamation point on this game. But to your point, CP, Josh Hart, like, he's just bounced back in a strong way. You know, we talked about it. The concern of like, all right, is this guy going to be ready? Is this guy okay? Is this guy comfortable in his new role? Doesn't matter, man. He's still getting the same amount of minutes. He's still producing. He's still a playmaker. That finger is not even bothering him, all right? He's telling everybody right now, this is why I elected not to get surgery. So I could play right now because I'm capable of dunking, shooting. It does not matter. Actually, with his broken finger, it's helped my shot a little bit. But hey, I like everything that he's doing right now, man. He's so critical, especially at this part where you don't have Brunson. You now don't have OG. You need a guy who's going to defend at a high level. Not saying he's a shutdown defender, but he gives you all that effort, that energy that you need. Rebounding, because Mitch is still not there with playing even close to 20 minutes yet. So he's giving you that as well. On top of that, when you don't have Brunson, you need multiple playmakers in this scenario, and he's giving you that as well. So he is your utility player, and he's going to give you so much. And this is a critical time for the Knicks where if you have no idea how long Brunson and OG is going to be out for, he is so pivotal for this team and their success. CK and I were talking about these next 12 games. We both predicted 9-3 that the Knicks can go over, even without Brunson. If OG have to miss that long of time.
Yeah.
But I think this team's got enough talent. And when you're watching how Mike Brown is deploying guys, having the multiple playmakers, different guys initiating the offense, allowing everyone to create for themselves with ease, I think it gives me a lot of confidence saying that this team can replicate this high octane offense while you allow Brunson and OG to rest.
Yeah. It took Josh coming into the game to like put these guys at ease. And it's nothing against Deuce. Like Deuce does what Deuce does. And that's fine in certain respects. But Josh understands that, like, look, we're down Cap. We're down OG. We're down guys who can put pressure on the rim. That's what this offense requires. So what he did out there, he was relentlessly attacking the paint and creating for others out there. And that's one thing that he can do, even if the finger is hampering him. You still got legs. You could still, you still got the body. You could still use your physicality to get into the rim, collapse the defense, and then kick out for others. So, that's the Josh Hart that we're used to, man. This is the guy, when Julius went down, this is the guy who assumed that responsibility in Julius Randle's absence. Now we're down Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart did it last year. Remember when, they won that West Coast trip? Josh Hart was playing point guard out there for the Knicks. So he's doing that again this year. And, great, absolutely sensational performance by him. A great job. Miami, hey, tough team. Very tough team. They still put up 132 points.
Insane.
We got to look at the free throws, and is this becoming a trend? Orlando put a lot of pressure on the Knicks. on Wednesday night or whenever they played. And now Miami's that same team. We got to see this team on Monday. They got to see Orlando again on Saturday. So the Knicks defense, they got to look at some film and see what can they do to keep these guys from, number one, getting into the paint, number two, just getting to the rim, because Miami did a great job of that tonight. And how many free throw attempts did they have tonight? They had, take a look. They had
Miami
34.
34, yeah.
Well, he gave up 33 to the Magic, and now you gave up 34 to the Heat. You got to go see the Heat again, and you see the Magic later. So something to work on. They got to keep these guys off the free throw line. I thought a lot of it was earned. You know, Miami, just by the pace that they play, in Orlando just being a bigger physical team, they see the Knicks' weakness there. So the Knicks are going to have to shore that up because now the film is out on them.
I think the other thing for this team too, man, is the amount of threes that we're allowing teams to get up to. Like, teams are now constantly saying that. You saw, I had that conversation with Brady last night, especially after you hear Anthony Black talking after the Magic game, like, hey, they don't guard the three. We're going to keep putting up shots. Well, doesn't matter if you have OG and Brunson now. Like, they were still going to give up a lot of three-pointers. And Knicks gave up 44 three-pointers to the Miami
44
Heat.
threes, yeah.
44 threes. And they went 19 of 44 from downtown. But still, to give up 44 threes, I like to see that the Knicks are capable of turning that around. That was an issue from last season. But you don't want to give teams, because we saw the issue last year, is that if you're going to give teams just a green light to put up threes and not even contest, these guys are still NBA players. Even the worst guys can knock down threes at some point. So I'd like to see the Knicks correct that issue, because it will just be the same theme that we had last year. I hope they can just get that resolved.
Well, I feel like they gave up the threes. Well, I was just gonna say primarily because they switched to the zone. I don't know if you guys we didn't really get to talk about that as well.
About the zone.
Yeah, we didn't really get to talk about that. And in the first half, I liked when Mike Brown initially did it because it worked. It slowed him down to have us have the second quarter that we ended up having. But then I feel like, to Alex's point just now, it then kind of bit us in the butt a little bit in the second half, because then they realized, all right, cool, but you're leaving us open in the corners and leaving us open for these threes. So it was cool initially, and luckily we were able to match them 3 for 3, match them point for point, which is why we outlasted them offensively. And we were talking about all night how this has just been an offensive game and defense was, optional. But I think that the zone, we've got to, if we're going to switch from man to zone, and then they're figuring out ways to break the zone, we got to be able to get ready to switch back from zone to man. Because I feel like if we weren't shooting the way we were shooting tonight, we might be having a different post game tonight. And because of that, I feel like us being able to make shots kept us, and we managed to get that 140. But yeah, I think the zone was a big part of why they got so many threes, to be real with you.
Yeah, and they were trying to keep them out of the paint. But then whoever's covering those zones has to close out on shooters as quickly as possible as well. So I think that was just a product of the Heat's pace, and the Knicks just kind of just being slow to get out there. But it was still very interesting to see them going to a zone. and for an extended period of time. I'm like, oh my goodness. My guy Steve Jones said it on Twitter. He was like, man, this is it basically saying like this was ironic to see the Knicks putting in a zone against the Heat.
Of all teams, right.
Of all teams. So I thought that was funny, and it was really just funny to watch. Like, we are clearly in a completely different, coach, different era, but great to see. Because you're down, you star defender, you have a couple weaknesses there. Hey, let's try it out and see. So it was very interesting to see them applying that. The soundbite with Mitch, even though we weren't able to get that in an audible format here on the show. For one, it's great to see Mike Brown with that reaction. That's hilarious. That has officially overtaken him running up the sideline with the Kings. I forgot what he said with that one. That has officially overtaken it, but it also is great to see, a coach loving his players, man, and going to bat for his players. Like, and again, nothing against Tibbs. It's just, it's great to see a different approach to appreciating the talent that's on this team and bigging them up, hailing them up, and putting them in a positive light. I didn't even think Mitch had a great game. I thought he played like a rookie tonight defensively. The offensive rebounds, he does that in his sleep. Defensively, I wasn't happy with his performance. He'll bounce back on Monday, but he wasn't disciplined tonight. Caught the 2 illegal screens, and then from there, for some reason, he got caught out there on Norman Powell. Norman Powell did a couple of rip-throughs, caught the Knicks lacking in that regard, but wasn't a disciplined game for the Block Ness tonight, despite the 8 offensive rebounds.
And you know what, CP? I think Mike Brown felt the exact same way, which is why we got the soundbite we got, because that is how you inject confidence in a player like that, because we know Mitch. Mitch is the kind of guy that will hold his head down knowing that, all right, I didn't score today. Oh, man, I could have been better defensively. But no, Mike Brown publicly upping him like that, saying like, nah, what you did was huge. And it was, even though you're right, it is something he could do in his sleep. It was huge, because without those opportunities, we wouldn't have made half of the threes that we made in that second half and stuff like that. So I think Mike Brown, it was thinking and feeling everything you just said, CP. But because of that, he said what he said in that post game to make sure that Mitch knows and hears. Like, he can say it in the locker room for sure. You shake it off like, yeah, thanks, coach, appreciate you. But now you're doing this in the public eye. Everyone's seeing it. You're acting the way you're acting, being Mike Brown like that in the public eye. You know that he has your back, and that's the kind of thing that players going to bounce back from, and that's a chemistry builder. That's why, yeah, like you said, I love this, man. I know it's such a little thing. I know we're in a culture now of everything's a meme and stuff, but bro, that kind of stuff, man, that's great for a locker room. That's great for chemistry. So I think Mitch that's gonna help Mitch positively.
Yeah, for sure, Alan. That's why I like this style by Mike Brown right now, just in terms of the player interactions and the psychology part of it, like CK said.
For sure,
I like that part of it.
It's so important, man, where you're trying to build connectivity throughout the entire team. As CK was just mentioning, and it's like even the small things is bigging up Mitch. Even look, when you watch him on the sideline, McCall didn't have a great shooting night either, but you're hearing Brown on the sideline encouraging McCall as he's trying to work through it. And look, you still got, even though you didn't get the great offensive production that we've seen from Bridges this season, the 7 steals is huge. The 5 assists is so impactful. The 5 boards also impactful. He did other things well in tonight's game that you needed out of him. And I think Mike Brown understands that. Look, it's even what Tibbs would always say. It's like scoring is just one aspect of the game. You don't need to score to have a good night. And I think, even though Tibbs didn't necessarily, embrace this like player psychology that we're talking about, it is needed in today's game. Like, you want to at least,
it is, bro.
For some players, they need to feel like, hey, that you're seeing them, that they are appreciate for they are producing out there on a night-to-night basis. And what Mike Brown is doing, man, like, it's the small things. It's like you talk about we always talk about players like even what front offices do, like on the margins, like how do you improve the roster on the margins? What do you do from a coaching perspective, X's and O's on the margins, like while players are on the floor? This is stuff that's also on the margins where, everyone talks about the soft factors, even when you go to apply for a regular job, right? Like, this is something that you got to incorporate in your day-to-day, and Mike Brown's doing a good job of it.
Yeah, for sure. You say you don't need to score to impact the game. A couple players that needed to score tonight that did, Cat and Cardiac. My guy, Cardiac.
He's not Cardiac, bro. I'm sorry. I know you love the nickname. Not Cardiac yet.
I'm keeping the name. I'm keeping the name.
The man's been anything. He's been calm, if anything.
He's been great.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need the electricity. That's what I'm calling him, Cardiac. 6 of 13 from the field tonight. 3 of 6 from downtown. 24 points for Jordan Clarkson. 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He was great tonight, man. We needed him to be. You got to get buckets. You got no Cap. You got no OG. You needed a bucket getter off that bench, man. My guy, Cardiac, is getting busy.
That's why I thought he would get the start tonight, thinking that, all right, you don't got and this is no shade to McBride. Like, he provides phenomenal perimeter defense, but tonight wasn't really his night. But when I'm thinking of like, hey, you need somebody who can just break down the defense, create their own shot, still give you some playmaking, that's why you brought Clarkson in here. And look, even though he didn't start, he finished the game with 24 minutes. Not 24. Sorry, he got 33 minutes. Sorry, the way that ESPN has just reorganized everything, man, is so confusing.
I don't like it at all. Didn't they?
I don't like it at all either.
Back to it. Didn't they say they were going back to that?
I hope they do, man, because this is just so confusing.
Yeah.
But 33 minutes for him tonight. 33 minutes, 24 points, 6 of 13, as you mentioned, from the field. Like, this is the type of stuff. This is why you brought him in here, and I'm happy that he's having solid production, man. He's been in double digits. What now? Like 7 of the last 8 games or 8 of the last 9 games. Like, that's where he's at right now. And look, I always say I'll enjoy the Brunson and Clarkson minutes together, because now you got to figure out who you're going to guard, because both these guys can break down the defense. But Clark is going to be so instrumental right now, because you don't got anybody else that can really do that. Like,
right.
A lot of these other guys, yeah, they can create offense for themselves in limited spots, but like to have the wiggle that you need in order to just be like one-on-one, Clarkson has that. Not as consistently as JB, but he has that, you know. But damn, I'm so happy. That's why. This is why when we had the conversation when both him and Westbrook were brought out, I'm like, give me Clarkson, man. That's the guy who I want right there. Yeah, and the playmaking is. I feel like everyone saw like all the numbers, but the playmaking is so there, man. Like he is a solid playmaker. He makes such good decisions, and just like passes that you couldn't even think that he could be made on the court. He just does that at times.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. It's just like Bodega, man. Like, you know, Bodega was pulling up from damn near half court. I was like, you know what? Go for it. We need points. We need buckets. And we need you to be aggressive. So I'm just like, yo, let it fly. Clarkson, same way, let it fly. Like, you're going to have to. You just lost at 28 points per game. And now with OG, with the dog out, you lost 18 points per game. So that's 46 points right there out of your lineup. So somebody's going to have to get it. Now, I advocated for Deuce to start because I want this team to set a good tone defensively with Deuce, OG when he was in there, McCall and Mitch. I thought, you know, setting the tone defensively would help them get good offense. But obviously, again, against the Heat, you know, that was not the case. But give credit to the Heat. They're playing very well. It just, you know, another case to be made for Eric Spoelstra to be one of the greatest coaches of all time. You look at what he's doing with this team right now. Another team, a completely different pace. They're on the complete opposite end of the NBA in pace. They brought in Noah LaRoche, who was fired by Memphis because Ja wasn't feeling the whole dribble drive system. Spoelstra brought him in. They want dribble drive. They want possessions. They're now number 1 in the league in pace. You know, completely different than what we're used to. But the interesting thing, what I thought about, and they mentioned it on the broadcast, literally as I thought about it, I'm like, you know, every year we talk about the Heat being the model for conditioning coming into the season, but how are they never at the top end in pace? And this is one of the first years that they are. And there's no hero. Bam didn't play in this game. So, you know, give credit to Spoelstra, man. Jaquez is playing a good game. I love Jovic, you know, 6'10", the things that he could do with his size. I think he's just getting started. And Norman Powell, man, one of the most underrated players.
The brethren.
The brethren now. You know what I'm saying? And he was a guy, when they were courting both him and Fournier, I was like, yo, they got to get Norman Powell in here. They have to get him. And Portland ended up getting him with the 5-year deal. They would later trade him to the Clippers, literally that same year, and the Knicks ended up with Fournier on the 3+1, which is the Brock Lawler special, which probably is why they couldn't get Norman Powell. But if you look at him, this is the same guy, man. He's a problem, bro.
I can't believe the stuff that he was doing on the court today. I was like, yo, how did you make all these stops that no one knew how to utilize? Craziness.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It'll be interesting to see, you know, with this new all-star format. I hope he makes it, but would they put him on the U.S. team? Would they put him on the international team out? Only 8 international players get in there. Would he go representing Jamaica?
Oh, yeah,
or would he play for the U.S. team? And what is the criteria? I don't know if anybody asked the commissioner this. This is why we need our media credentials. I would have been asking him that.
Yeah, man.
What's the criteria? Can we get we get Jamal
does
Murray?
He classify as Jamaican? Like, does he go by like Jamaican? Like, if I pulled up 2K, will it say Norman Powell Jamaica?
Yeah, he's
playing for the Jamaican international team, man.
And there you got your answer. There it is. You can be world. That's your answer.
Yeah, the FIBA team is coming, man. We got Norman. Yeah. We got the Thompson twins out. We got Scotty Barnes.
Oh, that's right. The Thompson boys. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we knew about Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah. We got
So yeah, power world.
What we need. Well, you know, AJ is half Jamaican. AJ, Dean Bonson, his mom is Jamaican.
Okay.
Maybe we can recruit AJ. And then the ultimate defection, we got to get SGA or Jamal Murray. After that, we win in the Olympics, and then it's over with.
You're not getting SGA.
So that means you and me are going to be broadcasting the game then.
You're not getting SGA, bro.
What? Can we get SGA from Canada?
You're not. No, he is.
Great.
He is all. Did you not watch Starting Five on Netflix, man? No, he is Canada.
Listen, a win for Jamaica would be like a win for Canada, man. Half of us is out there. Anyway.
It would. Oh, I agree. Oh, for sure.
Make a trade.
Jamaicans go crazy. He's Canada.
We need SGA, man, to defect. Get AJ in here for LA. We got the Thompson twins, Norman Powell, Scotty Barnes. That's a nice little squad right there, Al.
That's a nice squad.
We gritty, man.
There's gonna be some shooting, athleticism, some strength. It's a pretty well-rounded squad, man. Don't sleep on it.
Those guys. Couple others.
CP's gonna be broadcasting it from down there, down on the Rock.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
But yeah, no, I think they are. I think they're gonna play. I think the World Cup is gonna be this summer. They play that, qualify, and then.
You're right.
Olympics in 28. Olympics in 28. We coming, man. Not just track and field and bobsled, man. We coming for everything. Speaking of which, now since we be on the Jamaica flex, watch party, complete success tonight. Number one got the W. A lot of Knick fans in the building. Clinton Hall 36. It was a great occasion. A lot of love there for KFTV. Raise money, Al and CK, for our Hurricane Melissa relief fund.
Oh, nice.
So raise money. So we did a 50-50, but the winner actually donated. Shout out to Cheryl from Hell's Kitchen. She donated her winnings to the pot. So we sending the whole thing down to JA, man. And much needed.
That's amazing.
For hurricane relief. We'll do it in the next watch party. We'll do another one, man. Just do what we can, to help those in need, because they were certainly ravaged by this hurricane. So whatever we can do to help those in need, we'll do that and use the platform to do that. Happily do that. 100%.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we want to get to some calls out. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Let's get to some calls right here. Let's see who we got waiting on the line. We got. Let's get to Tone, man. Tone's been very patient. Tone.
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
How you doing, Tone? Good to hear you.
I'm chilling, man. That's a great win. Man, OG with these hamstrings. It seems like it's like every season now.
Yeah.
I expect it.
Yeah, me too. Every time he go up for a fast break, I'm like, slow down a little bit. But it was a great win. Question for y'all though. The next game, I think Brown should start Hart instead of Deuce. I feel like Josh is a little bit more stable as like a point where he could get everybody involved and still get his and get rebounds and all other stuff. And I feel like sometimes Deuce struggles to get past people sometimes. It seems like today, Mitchell was like really probably locking him up a little bit. And I feel like Josh do a better job at that one. So that's the first one. The second one, I think Brown should start going back to maybe start looking at Haporti again, because Jabba Sully don't really. I mean, he comes in for like 4 or 5 minutes, and then that's it. Like you could basically give that to Haporti and keep size on the court at all times. It probably makes a little bit more sense. Like I wish they go to this thing where they work with the players that's going to be on the team going forward, because Job was only here for 1 season, and then it looks like he's not going to be here for half the season. They might trade him because how he playing. So that I think they should go that route.
Okay.
Last thing, I think they should give the rookie some look since OG's gone.
Diawara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep some size on the court.
It could certainly happen. You just never know. First, we got to see first how long OG's going to be out. I was wondering if he was going to put them in at all, either Diawara or Dadier at all tonight, but he chose to go small. And hey, when Shamet was on fire, he, Mike Brown was proven right. So not much you can do there.
Yeah, that's Sham Wild right there. I don't got nothing to say for that boy, man. All right, great win, man. I see y'all guys on Monday.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Tone. Rate that call in the chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. I see John Pettit throwing a lot of tomatoes. So Tone wants to go start Hart and get Huck Pawdy some burn. CK, what do you think, man?
I'm firmly on the Hart off the bench tribe. If I'm switching anything up, I'm going back to what he has been going with, and that's with the Shamet situation, because I feel like Mikal Bridges has been the main ball handler with the starters, even with Brunson in the lineup. But again, we don't know, the games that Mitch are out and the games that Mitch are in. But if we have Mitch and Cat in, I'm okay with going with Shamet as that starting 5, and then Hart first one off the bench when Mitch sits down at that 9-minute mark, 10-minute mark. Yeah. As long as Hart's playing the minutes like he did tonight, I don't think he needs to start. I'm cool with him off the bench.
So who's your starting 5 then, CK?
Right now with give me Shamet, Bridges. We have OG gone. I completely forgot about that. So maybe. Oh snap! Yeah. I'm still going Deuce, bro. Yeah, give me Deuce, Landry, Mikal, Cat, Mitch as my starting 5. And then when Mitch comes out at that 10-minute mark, the first one is Hart.
Deuce, Landry,
Mikal, Towns, Robinson.
Mitch. Yeah, I'm with that.
And 10-minute mark, Hart's first one off.
Yeah. That's it. Al, what do you think?
I get the McBride thing. So
yeah,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate for this one. All right, because I do like that lineup. I can say that lineup does make a lot of sense. I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say, let's put Clarkson in there instead of McBride. You still have Shamet in there. I think just lean a lot of offense, because that's what happened tonight. And I go back to the
demolishing our bench.
McBride and I mean, look, man, they're all gonna be playing 30 some odd minutes anyway.
True. No, you're right. True.
So that's one way I look at it, but I'm just doing it more so to be just different. Like I'd be completely fine with McBride and Shamet, but let's just throw it out there just for the conversation. Instead of McBride, let's go with Clarkson. How do you feel about Clarkson, Shamet, Bridges,
Towns,
Clarkson, Shamet, Cat and Mitch as a starting 5, because you still get the interior defense. You might not have I feel like you still have decent perimeter defense because Clarkson and Shamet are competing, but you just get some more offense out there. Because I feel like with McBride, the thing is that hot or cold at some nights, man. He's limited in what he can do. He hasn't really shown that he can get downhill, and you need that. You need somebody who's going to get downhill consistently. And if you're going to have a lineup of McBride, Bridges, Cat, Mitch, and Shamet, who's getting downhill to really cause that defense to really stir?
Yeah, if I'm playing it your way, then by taking McBride out, I'm doing Hart. I'm not starting Clarkson. I'm sorry, I'm not starting.
Yeah,
Clarkson.
I can't.
I would do Hart and Landry.
Off the bench. I like Clarkson off the bench.
Me too. I would go Hart and Landry.
I still like the Deuce and Davion matchup. I like that matchup. They're kind of like the same player.
They are the same player, man. That's what I said last night's preview.
It forced Deuce to hit some tough shots. Deuce had to hit some tough shots. He went 4 for 10 from the field. He still had 9 points. 1 for 6 from downtown. 4 assists. I like Deuce in that spot, man. I think they have to be strong defensively, especially. And now if you're going to take OG out of the lineup, obviously you're going to take him out for a couple of weeks, maybe. Who knows what type of hamstring strain? We got to stay steady defensively, man. We got to stay steady defensively, man.
Or does the Knicks do something crazy Do they go out
Don't do that.
and try to see if they can get CP's guy?
Don't do that, man.
Who? Big Money?
Big Money.
Nah, Big Money's chilling, man. He's chilling. He's probably, back in Colorado. He's chilling, man. Just reflecting on a good career.
Reflecting.
Enjoying the family time. Big Money's been on so many teams, moving his family around. He's chilling right now, man. Stability.
You said reflecting. I'm just picturing this man just walking out to his deck, looking out at the Rockies, sipping on some tea. Be like, those times, man. Those are some good times.
Who's got a better jersey collection than Big Money, man?
Kevin Durant.
He got the ring.
Oh, you know who's got better? I know who. Jeff Green. Jeff Green.
Jeff Green's got a good trophy, a good jersey case. Yeah, Jeff Green.
I think he's finally retired, but Ish Smith got a list too, man. Ish Smith got the rainbow.
Oh, that's another good one.
Ish Smith got 2 floors. Yeah. 100%.
2 floors is crazy. That's true, though.
Smith got 2 floors. Al, where we at on the super chats? Did you read any of these or?
I did read most of them. Let's see if we got any new ones. We did get some
a few new ones.
We got a few new ones.
Okay.
Let's see. We got Rare Edition. Start out with Rare Edition. Shout out to you for being
a $20 super chat from Sergeant Sources himself.
Yeah, I saw when it happened.
Robert Randolph. He's $20 super chat, and he's a franchise channel member. All right, so he spends Skrilla with the channel. He supports the wave. Shout out to him. He says the missing piece, King Julius, had 26 points tonight. This is Robert Randolph, right? Tonight. Bring back King Julius with Cat, Brunson, Bridges, Clarkson, Deuce. What happened to the Friday night Knicks hecklers? Yeah, this is another thing. He's out on Twitter. He's talking about everybody's throwing tomatoes at him on Friday night Knicks. He was getting heckled, so he's trying to get his lick back. So that's Robert Randolph.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Friday night Knicks flexing on us as usual at 11:55 on a Friday night. He wants his respect, man. I don't know.
He wants his respect for asking for Julius to come back.
Yeah.
He basically traded him for OG. Mentioning that lineup, you say he just traded Julius for OG.
Friday night Knicks
and potentially Josh Hart is what he's talking about. Or Josh Hart, man. He didn't even mention him either.
Yeah. What happened to the Friday night Knicks hecklers, he said. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Is Robert Randolph going to show up to a KFTV watch party? That's the bigger question.
That's what I'm saying. When is the Double R going to pull up to a KFTV watch experience? When is he going to pull up, man? You had a great time tonight. Shout out to everybody that came through the Clinton Hall 36. And shout out to my guy, Caleb, man. He came through with the Tops packs.
Ooh.
I still gotta get mine, man. I haven't gotten any of the 2026 stuff. No, I gotta get them.
Yeah. The kids call it ripping packs. That's what they call it. You gotta rip. Yeah, you gotta rip the pack. You'd be like, "Yo, all
right, man. That sounds like a euphemism for something else."
Yeah.
I just didn't like how he started with the kids are calling it. Yes, that's what they say.
Pack, yeah. Right, CK.
Yes,
that's what the young whippersnappers are calling it, right?
What's that slang for, CP? What's ripping packs nowadays?
So my guy Caleb, and then they pull up to the watch party the other day with the packs. They're like, CP, you gotta rip packs on camera, and I'm like, all right, what do I need to do? They're like, just open the pack and tell us what you have. I said, okay,
yeah,
simple enough. So
yeah,
that's the new wave, Al. It's you gotta rip the pack and say
how to rip them, bro.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna rip the pack live on air.
Did they teach you how to read them? Did they teach you how to check the cards, or you ain't got the strategy or nothing? It's cool. I'm just asking.
Well, back in
CK's challenging CP's.
I'm just asking. Okay.
I need to know. Man. I got to evolve with the times, man. If you don't evolve with the times, you get left behind. So I got to know these things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back in my day, I would rip my packs,
right,
and then I would open the Beckett, skip to the back. I'm not reading anything in the front. Skip to the back, and I need to know what I have and how much this is worth. Am I getting paper or not? That's it. And then anything that's worthless is going in the trash. Anything that's cool, $1 or more, is going in the binder.
Right. CP ain't ripping packs. Right. This man's doing like the whole all
right, let's rip packs.
Slides them out.
Let's see.
You got it semi right.
Do we get a Nick?
Come on.
Do we get a Nick? All right, here we go. Here we
You
go.
gonna show us that you're ripping it on camera? What are we doing over here, man?
Yeah, we're ripping the pack right on camera. All right, here we go. First card up. Wait, what I got?
Rip it on
Am I
camera.
doing it wrong, CK? What am I doing?
You're not sure. We can't see you ripping it.
How
We
did
didn't see you rip the
in
pack.
private.
I did. I just ripped it.
Oh my God, man.
Just ripped the thing.
Man, ripped it in private, bro. No, we trying to
He
see
did
the
rip it in
technique. Go
private.
ahead.
He did it on camera
ahead,
in
bro.
private. That's crazy.
25, 26. Tops, if you're watching, cut a check. Y'all too cheap.
Please.
Here we
Yeah.
go. First card, Tyrese Proctor.
Okay.
Okay? Trash. Oh, here we go. Prime time. Shaq
Okay.
Attack.
Mm.
Remember when he used to call him Shaq Attack? Shaquille O'Neal.
It's a cool card. It's a regular though. Nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
Look
Yeah.
who's in the background. Fifth row Mo. Maurice Cheeks. All right. Maurice Cheeks. So this looks like Magic versus New Jersey Nets. All right. So this is a keeper. All right. Give that to little man. Oh, here we go. Danny Wolf.
Get
Danny
that in the
Wolf.
bin. Right to the bin.
Bye-bye. Okay. Back-to-back Brooklyn Nets. Here we go. We'll send this one to Evan Roberts.
Ugh.
Nolan Traore Ray.
Notice how
love
CB was
how
covering the face so we didn't have
I
to see
was
it.
just gonna say perfect play.
I'm saving you the
Perfect.
hassle. Oh,
Thank
here
you.
we go. I like this guy. Yang Hansen. I like him, man.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yang
That's
Yang
cool.
gets busy. Yang
Look
gets
at hard.
is he
Okay.
still killing it for Portland. Is he's still doing his thing?
He's playing well enough.
All right, I'll keep him. All right, here we go. This is my guy right here. I know. This
Spider.
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 Yeah. We got the Spider. All right. Okay. There we go. We'll keep that in the keeper. We'll send that to little man. Here we go. I like this guy too. I wanted him on the Knicks. Always have.
Oh, we all did. Yeah, shot Trey Murphy. Yeah.
Trey Murphy.
yeah.
Trey Murphy the third. All right.
Tragic.
All right. There we go. Up. Here we go. One for the trash bin. Wendell Carter Jr. You hurt my guy. You hurt my guy. That was a dirty play. You insulted him. Get out of here. Up. Here we go. Back to back. Look who's joining them in the trash pile.
Oh, Keldon Johnson.
Keldon, the construction worker. Johnson,
Hey,
the
man.
bricklayer.
Let
Oh,
him
here
build
we
his
go.
houses. What we got?
We don't got the champion, but we got his brother, Cody.
Okay.
Cody Williams. Team Tank, Utah Jazz. Bye-bye. All right. We're down to our final two. Here we go. This is looking like a dud.
Here we go. No, no.
Nah,
The
this ain't him.
players
This
are
ain't him.
done. The players are done, but the card is you might get like $2 on that, CP. You might get two.
What's
If
good
you
with
get-
the what's
So
about-
look at how that one looks compared to pull that and look at the other card. You see how the background's different?
the back? Oh, like it's kind
You
of
see what I'm
got
saying?
like,
Yeah. So you
It's a
might get like $2
holographic.
off
I
that.
see it.
See what I'm
I
saying? You see
It's
what I'm saying?
holographic. Ah, okay.
And now, unfortunately, it's AJ Green, so it ain't gonna be crazy. But you get $2, bro.
They wasted time putting a hologram on AJ Green, but couldn't give me no hologram on Shaq Attack. This is what these guys do to get
Or
you.
even Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell.
that's the
Spider.
game. That's the game. That's the game, CP. Yeah, that's the game, bro. I'm sorry.
right
yo.
there. They
Yeah,
give you
yeah,
a hologram Tyler Green that's worth 30 cents. And
Yep.
then, they refuse to do it on Shaq. Okay, here's
Yeah.
one. Here's one I'll keep. Sentimental value, man.
Hey.
My God.
Hey.
Okay. All right, for sure.
This my guy, IQ. They had a good game last night against who did they play last night? I was watching the game last night.
Me too. Yeah. God.
Yeah, had a good game.
We weren't watching. Yeah.
I was watching the game. Good game. Don't know who they play, but shout out to Quick, man. Once a Knick, always a Knick. Shout
Got
out
him on my fantasy basketball team.
Got him on the crew neck as well. Shout out to Quick, man. All right, so I got a couple. Quick. Spider. Shaq
Fortunately,
Attack.
AJ Green was the most you gonna get.
The most
I'm so sorry.
decorated in the
I'm
pack.
sorry. Unfortunately, yeah.
Thanks,
The
Tom.
those other ones gonna give you a solid like 10 cents.
Thanks,
AJ
Pops.
Green will give you about 75.
You better hope AJ Green starts balling out next year.
Thanks for nothing, man.
Thanks for nothing.
Yeah,
That's
no,
how they get you.
Talento, they didn't give me a Wemby. No, the last packs when we were at Slate and we ripped a couple packs. We got some good ones though. They had some good ones over there.
Okay.
Yeah, wifey, she stole all my Knick ones. I don't know where they are. I couldn't take them home. I had
Dang.
Bernard, I had Melo, I think I had Brunson. Can't find 'em.
Damn.
Can't find.
Damn.
So yeah.
Got ransacked.
Yeah. What'd you say?
He said lies. Lies.
I can't find her. She totally got me for my Bernard joint, man. So anyway.
Dang,
Yeah, the cards are back, but yeah, it's good nostalgia, and you know, just doing it with my son. My son's into it. He's loving the packs and stuff, so it's fun. It's fun, and then you know, getting to show him my old collection. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. I'm all for it. So, salute to everybody in the chat. Okay. All right. Oh. We got another $20 super chat from the Double R. Robert Randolph. He says, y'all don't invite me. I'm ready for the watch party. By the way, there's a big trade brewing. My sources say the deal is happening. See, this is why we don't invite him. You know what I mean? This is why. This is why, man. Double R, this is why we don't invite you out, man. You know?
Who's getting traded, man? Who's getting traded?
Who's getting traded, man?
Next thing you tell you, Deuce McBride is getting traded for Trey Murphy.
Yeah. What was the game, man? My guy Double R. Did you guys see it? I forgot. It was like last week. It was another one of them national TV games. Double R. He's down by the bench. He's got like his Easter suit on, like this all black joint. No Knicks gear whatsoever. I sent the word down. I said, yo, tell Double R he's looking like an undercover cop down there. Like, my man looked like one of them casual Easter Sunday people. You know them types, CK? Yes. Them types. Yes. You never see them at church any other time in the 52 weeks. But Easter Sunday, and he's there with the Stacey Adams with the alligators on, you know, decked out.
Fresh cut.
Yeah, crazy.
Best cologne, right. I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
That's Robert Randolph, man. When he pulls up to the game. That's
hello,
Robert
young fellers. How are you enjoying this New York Knicks basketball game?
Shout out to Sergeant Sources, man. You know, shout out to Sergeant Sources. But did we read a super chat from Cliff, Al? Cliff?
No, we didn't read that one.
Shout out to Cliff Clairval, 149. Says, nice to see you at the watch party, CP. Shout out to Sham Wow. He came through tonight, unlike the trivia contestants. LOL, JK. $10 super chat from Cliff, and he's a franchise channel member. Cliff, we salute you, and thank you for your support. Yeah, name that Nick. Oh, here we go. You see? I told you she got me from my Bernard, and it's in a full plastic case. Remember these? You put heat in the plastic joints. All right. So
that's how you kept that thing fresh.
Yeah, this is from the couple of weeks ago watch party. Fresh Bernard.
Nice.
Fresh Bernard King for the pack. Yeah. Shout out to Cliff. We played Name That Nick tonight, and it caught a couple casualties, man. You know, when you got to put your fandom on the line on the game of Name That Nick, and the spotlight's on you, Alan CK, and the pressure's on. And I got that microphone. People freeze up. We had one poor fella. He came to the watch party with a Knicks sweater on. My man couldn't name one person in the game. I said, buddy,
wait, you talking about currently playing in the game
today?
No, like the way we play Name That Nick.
Right.
This.
Oh, name in the game. Got it.
We named that Nick, whose first or last name begins with a certain letter.
Right.
Now, you know, you can be as diehard, but when the spotlight's on you, when it's money time, like how you like to say, you freeze up. You get one answer off.
What was the letter?
I had to swap him out for Eric L. Beats. Eric L. Beats had to come in and win the game.
What was the letter? Do you remember?
Well, since you're asking, we're going to put you and Al to the test right now, man.
There we go.
I want to know what the letter was.
Let's do it. Well, you're going to find out right now, so get ready.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? And I'll start off with CK.
Oh, okay.
Now, we're going to play a game called Name That Nick.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Yeah.
You got to name the Nick according to first or last name begins with the letter that I say. All right? The last man standing will win something. I'll let you know.
I want that Bernard card.
Okay.
Oh!
All right, here we go. The last man standing gets the Bernard card. Here we go. Good people. She's like, you're offering my Bernard card. Here we go. Good people at home. You guys are the witness. Alex versus CK2K. Who's the bigger fan? Here we go. CK, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
You have 5 seconds to answer.
Okay.
The last man standing wins the Bernard King card.
Okay.
Okay, Alex, are you ready, sir?
All right, let's do this.
All right, here we go. We're going digital with this. Name that Knick whose first or last name begins with the letter J. CK, I'll start with you first.
Jason Kidd.
Jeremy Lin.
Jason Smith.
Jalen Brunson.
Oh.
Josh Hart.
Jordan Clarkson.
Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2.
J.R. Smith.
Oh!
I was trying to save him. I was trying to save him, but I had to use him. I'm sorry.
Jared Jeffries.
We said Jared Jeffries.
That's a great pull. I'm going to stay right now. Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, that was used already, sir. Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, was it? Oh, not paying attention. Sorry, you're right.
Audience, please hold your answers, audience. Please, no answers in the chat. And fellas, don't look at the chat.
No, I'm not. I'm looking away. You guys over here. Okay.
5, 4, 3.
Damn. Okay. Jared Jack, double J. Let's go. Let's do it.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh,
That's a good one.
whoa.
I have one saved, but I okay, go ahead.
Here we go, Al.
Joakim Noah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a good one.
These guys are going rare additions here.
My God.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3,
You might have me, bro.
2.
Yeah, I'm blanking.
One.
You got me. Did you have one next?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamal Crawford.
Oh my God. Yeah, nice. Yeah. No, I blinked.
You know who else you could have said, CK?
Yeah.
Julius Randle.
Who's
Yeah. You know what funny you guys did not say? John
Starks.
Yeah. John Starks. That's another one.
It's like,
oh
my God.
I was stuck in a game within a game because I'm like, bro, I'm about to name some obscure players. And then because I got so stuck on that, I'm not thinking of the obvious.
Well, that was good, man. You guys battled, man. That was a good battle right there, man.
Yeah, you got it.
You went a lot farther than tonight's contestants. We did 3 games, and it was borderline embarrassing. I thought I was at Nets fan.
Oh, Jalen Rose. That's a good one, too.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah.
All right,
that was John Wallace.
Nice one. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
No one said Jalen Brunson. That's too easy. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was a game within a game. I'm thinking of, like, the obscure ones. Yeah, Jalen Brunson. We didn't get there. GG's. All right, hey. Okay.
CK started with Jason Kidd. That was a good one.
That's a good one.
That was a very good one. Very good. Sneaky. That was a sneaky one.
Yo, you pulled out J.R. Smith out of nowhere. I was like, ooh, damn. That's
I had J.R. Smith and Jared Jack for, like, if it got deep, but then I blanked. So I'm like, I have to use them.
Now, if CK said Trey Jameson, I would have gone like, my.
You would have signed off.
Trey. Oh, damn. No. Y'all got me. Jerome Jordan, that's another good one, too. Yeah.
Jeremy Tyler. Oh, man.
Jeremy Tyler. Yeah.
Damn, Tyler Hive. I was Tyler Hive.
I'm upset.
Yeah. 100%.
Jericho, shout out to my Jericho Hive. Jericho would have been good.
Yeah, Jericho, that's another good one. Damn.
I'm upset.
Well, speaking of Jared Jack, we got Captain Jack on the Discord in the members lounge, man. Captain Jack, are you there? Hello? Captain Jack? Okay. All right. I don't know. I think I might have brought that guy on and he wasn't ready. Yeah, I think he got caught up and froze, man. He went frozen on the Discord. My man said, "Oh, yeah, he wasn't ready." He was not ready.
He did.
All
He
right.
did.
Captain Jack, whatever you're doing, you do what you do. It's the weekend. Do what you got to do, man. Call us back another time, man. Call back anytime. He called in the members lounge. I thought he wanted to talk, you know?
He did go up, and that was it.
Yeah.
He did.
I think I brought him in. He was in some sort of side conversation, and then it just went quiet. So, we let him get to it. And it's private conversation. We let him get to it. All right.
Oh,
yeah.
DeAndre Jordan. Sorry, I'm not named just flying.
Oh my God,
bro. I mean, I would have lost on DeAndre Jordan. I ain't no way I'm thinking about DeAndre Jordan as a Knick. No way. He was
yeah. I should have just played the game. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do the stupid names. I should have just played the game. I'm sorry. Good.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Phil Jackson.
That's not a bad strategy, though. Just start off.
Because it throws you off, right? It makes you like, whoa, yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson's a good one, too.
No, tonight we did. I do these at most of the watch parties because, we get some new people. And again, it's not as easy as people think. So we do the J's, we do the C's. But people asked for a third round tonight, so I went with the A's tonight. I went with the A's.
Wow, like she's fed.
Oh, that's a good one. Nobody said that. You might have won tonight, Al, if you pulled up to the watch party, bro. You might have won.
Hey.
Yeah, Allen Houston.
Allen Houston, easy. Yeah.
Carmelo,
Yeah, come on, Anthony. Yeah.
I think the questions leads people
Lou
to
Munson.
Wow, that's a good one, Al.
That
was your error. Right, you're a big Lou Amundsen fan. That was your error.
Yeah, man.
I think people, even though I say first and last name, I think people probably still think first name still.
Alonzo Trier's a good one. Cole Aldridge.
Very good one. Yeah.
Cole Aldridge, yeah. Yeah, you're right. First name is what you want to go to. No, my brain, I'm trying to think of like the deep cuts, man.
Yeah.
Alexi Shved.
Shved, that's nasty, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking of those kind of names, bro. That's why I'm like diabolical trying to pull.
That is nasty work, bro. 100%. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know.
Oh, you know who could have been for a J? I got a good one for Jay.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Jose Calderon.
Yeah, that's a good one. I heard that one before.
Andy Routen's great A. Great A. Andy Routen's great A. Great A. Good pull.
Beast mode right there. Yeah. Somebody did say, Cedro. Yeah, Cedro was there. But yeah, somebody did say Aaron Aflalo tonight.
Aaron Aflalo. Holy cow.
Love that. Can't forget Angry Man Quincy AC.
Quincy AC. There you go.
That's a tough
Anthony Mason.
You got 5 seconds. That's
right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's strategy. Tough one to think about when you got 5 seconds, man.
That's fun, bro. Are you recording them? You gotta make those shorts, CP. I know you did a few times, but
we got a few of them. We'll keep it going. Yeah, we'll definitely.
That's got to be some shorts, man.
That's Black Friday will be the next watch party at Clinton Hall 36. We had a great turnout tonight.
I'm just looking at the chat. Christopher Blake goes, the next to the Kupo.
Yeah, that's a good one too. That's great.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that came through to Clinton Hall 36. Shout out to MC Cedro. Does a great job running the show, running the party. Shout out to DJ Eric L. Beats on the 1s and 2s. And shout out to Clinton Hall 36, man. We've got a great team, great system running over there, and great fans that come out. We had fans coming through from all over the map tonight. And next Saturday, a week from today, the Road Warriors tour is headed to Orlando. So anybody that is headed to the Knicks versus Magic game on November 22nd, we will be headed down for that game as well. And the pregame meetup will be held at District Gastro Bar, and that will be in Orlando at 1:30 p.m. on Saturday. Once again, District Gastro Bar, and the address is 534 West Church Street. 534 West Church Street, District Gastro Bar. All right, so make sure you guys pull up on us in Orlando. All right, Al, did we read all the super chats? We good to go?
I think the last one that we got was Rare Edition. Shout out to Rare Edition for being a franchise channel member. Landry Shamet's non-guaranteed signing was significant. Last vet minimum spot. Front office cooked with this one. Cap, get well soon.
There we go. Shout out to you, man. All right.
Ooh, and Captain Jack is back on the line.
Okay. All right, let's get him in here. Let's get him in. Captain Jack, are you there? Captain Jack going once?
Or no?
You.
Yeah.
CP, what's up?
Yo, Captain Jack, how are we doing?
How we doing?
Good, good. How we doing, man? What's your name? Where you calling in from?
Season.
Who?
Rainy, turn the music down.
Volume 0.
Who?
Good win tonight.
Good win.
I'm
Good
copping
win.
the Shamet jersey.
Let's go. Let's go,
Listen,
man.
listen, that dude showed up tonight, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Shamet was great tonight, man. 36 points, career high. Got to be happy for him, man.
Listen, thanks for blowing me up on Instagram on my mailbag question.
Which? Oh yeah, wait, yeah. You were the start bench cut.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was me.
It was good, man. It was a controversial
I was sitting in the recliner the other night, enjoying the win.
Yeah.
And then I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna come up with something complicated. And then I said to myself, after the fact, I should have put the Brunson game winner against Detroit last year.
A lot of people
over
are looking for that.
but so be it, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people are looking for that one. People are also asking about the. It was Captain Jack's question on the Fan Fridays Q&A. Is a start, bench, cut G League, and his criteria or his choices were the Stark Stunk, the LJ 4-point play, the Dante DiVincenzo, the double bang from Mike Breen, and the Houston buzzer beater against Miami.
Yeah, the Houston runner. You know, to be honest, when I put it out there, I didn't put my order in out there. You know.
Yeah. What do you think, man? What's your order?
Of the 4 I gave?
Yeah.
All right. The 4 I gave, I give the. Oh, you're putting me on the spot. I'm going with you on the DiVincenzo double bang as much as it meant to me as the cut.
Oh man, you're cutting the DiVincenzo double bang.
I loved it. I loved it.
Okay.
I dropped to the floor. It was beautiful. But I mean, like everyone said, other than that, and the Brunson game winner of the year later, you know, anyone else would have. That was the best 2 shots of the last 20 years. But you go back to the heyday. If you take out all the aspects that you said, you know, as far as you know what it meant to the series, I put the Starks dunk as the start.
Okay. All right. Talk about it, man. Because
listen, I actually
they're like, yo, they lost the series and he didn't dunk on him. Like, doesn't matter.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
What it mean to you as a fan, though, right?
Right. That's what it meant to me as a fan.
I'm putting that as my start. You want to know why? Because I actually did my 8th grade IT project. I had to use that. I had to use that stupid clip as my 8th grade graduation clip. I loved it.
Let's go. Shout out to you, man.
Listen, that was the one that made you believe, like you said.
Yeah.
So what do I got left? I got the LJ 4-point play and the Houston runner. I'm gonna put the Houston runner as the bench and the LJ 4-point play as the G League.
G League. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's not bad, man. Not bad.
So listen.
Yeah.
Good win tonight. I know we got some injuries. You know.
Yeah.
It's early season. We got to deal with them. That's how the season goes. 82 games. Sure, 82 games. You know. We got Brunson down. What did they say about OG right now? What are they saying? Hamstring strain?
Yeah, it's a hamstring for the dog, man.
Hey, listen. As you're the CEO of the nickname commission, right?
Yes. Yes, I am, sir. Yes.
Can I make a submission?
Sure.
And I'm not going to alter. It's going to be more of an addition to the dog.
Okay.
OG Wananobi.
OG Wananobi. Now, is this
like the dog OG Wananobi? Like he goes by the dog, but OG Wananobi's like his alternate name. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now, what's the play on the OG Wan? Like, what's that referring to?
I mean, guy's always got his hoods up. He's always got his hood up. Man of many very few words.
Yes.
You know, he's very how you say eclectic, kind of like OG Wananobi.
Okay.
Or Obi Wananobi.
Okay, so this is more Star Wars reference, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, that OG is is just like Obi-Wan, you know?
Yes. Okay. All right, cool, man. Appreciate the call, man. Captain Jack on the Discord. Appreciate it, man. Enjoy the weekend. What do you guys think in the chat? Rate that nickname. 1 being trash, 5 being facts from Captain Jack. Are we going with OG Wananobi? What do you think? You let us know in the chat. 1300 in the chat. Michael Nixon says he likes it, man. Mike from Michigan says he's good to go. Okay.
Greg 18 says he likes the way that CK likes to pronounce OG's name.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just say I don't call him by his nickname. I just call him by his government.
Full name. Full name.
Yeah, we call him Ogugua, man. That's his name.
Full name.
Yeah,
I got another pack here. I'll save this one for Monday's game. It's good luck. I'll save this one for Monday's game.
How many of those packs you got over there, man?
Yo, we ripping packs at the watch party, kid. You gotta pull up, man. This is the latest craze. We are ripping packs at the watch party.
You have a new one that you haven't touched. Okay, the next time you rip a pack, you should do it on camera this time.
Bro, I got boxes, man. I got boxes. Yeah.
Like plural, you got multiple?
Yeah,
boxes is that's.
We ripped them already. We ripped them already. It's in little man's binder right now. That's what I'm
got one of those binders. Okay.
Working hard out here, man. Trying to get quality players, man. The rest is going in the trash. Who's the worst one they gave me? What is this? What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with
$2 somewhere.
This is
That's your most valuable card in that pack.
What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? Keldon Johnson. Oh, there's a doozy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The headline coming in looks like Wemby bodied Draymond tonight. I'd love to see that. I want to hate. What'd he do? Draymond got posted tonight. Punches an inbound lob on Draymond. Let's go.
Good.
Wemby, let's go. That's what I like to see. All right, man. Great show. Great show, everybody. Great show. All the mods, man. Great show, all the producers of tonight, man. CK Al, great job, man, as usual, for sure. Remember that this show is available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. We're getting closer and closer to 100,000 subscribers, people. So continue to do the great work that you've been doing. We appreciate the support. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the watch party tonight for sure. And we'll see you Monday. Revenge. Possibly for the Miami Heat or for the Knicks. Let's get another one in Miami, man. We'll see you guys there. Post-game live. Great show. Enjoy the weekend, everybody.